And then this one kid said, I don't want to get gunged. I went, but you're on Funhouse. You have to get gunged. So in one of the games,
she gunged
obviously counting, I shoved it right in his face. Well, come on. You can't go on Funhouse without being gunged.
Well, the moments that went wrong on Funhouse.
I dislocated my shoulder and the kids would just press this go instead of stop.
Like,
so we're holding it and I'm going flying with it. Yeah. So that...
I mean, I mentioned Dave. I asked him if there was a rivalry between Get Your Own Back and Funhouse.
And what did he say?
He said, never. He said,
no.
Get Your Own
Back
who
was
are
always
they? The best.
Dave, it's Martina here, yeah, from Funhouse. Yeah, the pretty one. Yeah.
If there was a motorbike or a bike, we'd do the sitting on the bike
doing
going.
all the pictures.
like what's it called? What's that game show? No, not OnlyFans. Only Grands.
Grannies are in disaster mode. Okay,
You're right, Granny.
fantastic.
We were pop star for that little moment.
In Japan.
Yeah. We were number 1 over there.
We were above, Britney, Backstreet Boys.
Actually, do you realise how special Funhouse was? How iconic it was?
I don't think we did. I think we do now.
But even people now will say, why don't they bring it back?
We could do it a bit more grown up. We could do an adult one, but not rude adult, fun adult. I could still jump up and down.
And I can still count
I have to wear 3 sports bras or something now. But
I remember coming home from school, switching on the telly and seeing the bright colours, the go-karts, the gunge, and that theme song that still lives rent-free in everyone's house. It's wacky, it's fun, it's crazy. But it's what most people don't really realise, it wasn't just chaos, it was a job, a serious one. And 2 young women co-hosting one of the biggest TV shows, apart from Get Your Own Back, I'm joking, in the country for a decade. Born in Margate, which makes me slightly biased, being a Margateette. I don't know what they call us, a fanatette or whatever.
Fanatarian.
Fanatarian.
Kent guy.
A Kent guy.
Talk like that.
From Kent. Got Melanie.
Hello.
Sorry, I got the wrong one. I should have wrote labels for you.
Hello.
Because we're not in our
Melanie.
colours.
And Martina.
Hello.
The Funhouse Twins.
Yay!
Hold on, I've got these. I've got these, they're all tangled.
Excuse me. With the yellows.
They only had red on Amazon.
But you are on a yellow. But you are on a yellow chair, so I'll let you off.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See.
So what I always used to love about you is 1, 2, 3.
Yay! Yeah, we always managed to go up to 10 as well. We did, didn't we?
Yeah, we practiced our numbers every night.
Yeah.
So could you actually cheerlead, or was that just a gimmick they gave you to do?
It was just, I think, because it came from America originally.
Yeah.
And they had a set of twins on there. And that's where it came from. So they already had cheerleading. So I think it's great though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think also being the cheerleaders, it encouraged the kids to do better because we're basically shouting at them, come on, do it, you can do it. Yeah, so yeah, I think we were there to help a lot.
Brilliant. Oh, thank you for coming to the
That's
Ask
okay.
Bigger podcast.
Thank you. I like what you've done with the place. It's nice.
Yeah, decorated it this morning
Beautiful.
after the Gunge incident. So I want to take you right back to the very beginning. So I mentioned that you're born in Margate. Mm-hmm. What was life like growing up for you in Margate in Kent?
Well, we grew up in a little village called Cliff's End, and my parents are still there. And we were very busy. We started our careers very young, so we did our first TV job like at 4. We did West End shows from the age of 7. I was in Annie in the West End.
Wow.
My sister
was
was
in The Sound of Music with Tudor Clark.
Wow.
I know.
And we were both in Bugsy Malone.
All at the West End.
Directed by Mickey Rourke.
No, Mickey Dolenz.
Mickey Dolenz, sorry, I'll get it right now.
Rourke's that American guy.
Oh, yeah.
That you don't recognise anymore.
No, true.
He was on
sorry,
Big Brother.
Mickey Dolenz. Yes,
Dolenz
from the Monkees.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he directed Bugsy Malone.
Wow.
So we did that, and then it just led on to...
And we shared our 10th birthday in the theatre, and the Daily Mirror bought us a cake, and they came and celebrated.
Because I was in the Apollo... my sister was in the Apollo Victoria, and I was in the Victoria Palace, which they're pretty much opposite each other, yeah? So, yeah, we were in London for that. But growing up we were just very busy. We didn't really...
We did lots of dancing. My mum got us into dancing
We did
competitions.
piano
and singing,
lessons,
which
singing
we always
lessons.
won, may I say.
Huh?
Which we always won, didn't we, our
What?
dancing competitions.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
actually quite funny. I know it sounds cocky. Well, it is. But when we used to, if anybody knew they were up against us, in the background, they'd be like, oh, we're up against the twins, because they knew they'd fail. And they did.
Oh, that's really big-headed.
So how did you get into performing then at that age? Was that
My
pushed by
mum,
your
we used to go
parents?
to...
My mum pushed us, hit us.
my mum pushed us.
Told us if we don't do it, she's going to...
No. But we used to go on holidays to Pontins.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we'd always
Enter
have
little
to enter the family of the... whatever it was, not of the year, but we'd
Family
win.
of the week, probably.
Yeah, and then we'd do the talent competitions there, and then someone in the was it one of the adjudicators?
It was somebody from...
An agency.
like an agency said to my mum, your girls have got talent, and gave her an agency, and it literally just went from there.
And it was the Sylvia Young agency, so we joined her.
We didn't go to the
Stage school.
We just joined the agency.
So we still
that was
queued
good.
up with many thousands though for the for the West End jobs, because you still had to queue up for them days back in the day round
And we
the
used to have
block.
T-shirts with our name on, Melanie and Martina. My mum always used to do it, and rather than blend in, my mum would make sure we wore the most brightest T-shirts, so we stood out and with our names, so they wouldn't forget us.
quite
So
sweet.
Did they dress you the same?
Always.
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 How did you feel about that? Like,
We didn't mind it
any different,
actually.
I guess.
Obviously now I'm 54.
We do not walk
We
around.
don't dance. We don't dress
we don't
the same.
dress the same. There is a set of twins around my town actually that do dress the same. There must be about 60, 70.
Really?
Yeah, it's really
that's
sad.
quite cute.
No, it's not. It's sad.
No, it's lovely.
would you like to dress up the same still? Or,
We like the same things,
Yeah.
and we do sometimes buy the same things, and we have mistakenly turned up and
When?
gone,
Yeah.
oh, we've got not from the same shop, but similar.
Yeah.
So I think it's just down to taste and what we both like.
Yeah.
Really.
But I wouldn't go out.
I mean, yes, we probably could have dressed up today. Hi, Mel, what are you wearing? But we
Yeah.
just turned up.
individual? Yes,
Yeah.
individuals. It must be nice to be recognised individually.
Yeah, I mean, we do get
No,
it as
just
well.
the
And I
twins.
think a lot of people, I don't know, I've probably got a distinctive voice maybe. But
It is, I was going to say that. Our voices get recognised a lot.
someone can hear my voice.
And they'll go,
because
"I recognise
they
them."
rarely see me because I'm so small. So I'm in the supermarket. Yeah, I can't reach that top shelf. But someone will hear me talking and they'll go,
And they'll
oh,
go-
I thought it was you.
I
recognise you.
Recognise your voice.
Yeah. So maybe I should have done voiceover work.
I mean, it's not what with that voice.
Hello. Come and buy this cleaning product. Seal it bang. Yeah, maybe not. I'll stick to doing what I do.
But yeah, people do recognise us. I mean, to be fair, probably we should stop wearing our red and yellow and jumping around with pom-poms. Maybe. But we just
And
can't-
driving around to the go-kart.
in a go-kart, yeah. I mean, no wonder
probably
we
to
get
Tesco.
recognised.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it does happen a lot of the time.
Not
But
the go-karts
No,
or
but
anything
they
like
always
that.
will say, if I'm on my own, they'll be like, where'd you get it? Where's your sister? Yeah, she's not always
Here
with
she
me.
is. But we used to get that with Pat though. Where's
Yeah.
Pat? Well, he's probably at home with his family.
Yeah, we're not
And
always
Pat
together.
Gets it a lot. Pat gets it a lot. When we recorded Funhouse, and it was filmed in Scotland, and we'd all go out after the show just for dinner, and then we'd go back to our hotel room. But if he was just separated from us, he'd get, "Where are the twins?" I mean, it's awful Scottish accent. I
Terrible
can't do
Scottish
it,
accent,
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, they'd ask where we were.
They'll go, Peter. No, it's Pat. Peter.
This guy came up to
Peter.
to Pat, and he went, "Oh, it's Pia." And
Pia?
he went, "No,
Yeah.
it's Pat." "No, it's Pia." He went, "No, that's my brother."
He doesn't have a brother, but it's just easier that way.
But yeah, it is nice to be recognised.
Good. I mean, you mentioned about being family of the week at Holiday
Yeah.
Park. Were your parents talented then?
My dad was in a band. The
Beatles?
No, it wasn't the Beatles. Not sure if you heard of them. Yeah, no,
Had a couple of records.
he used to play the guitar,
And sing.
write a few tracks himself.
And
And then
sing.
Mum obviously met him, yeah, and he sung, and then Mum would sing. So we're all quite,
We are quite
Christmases
musical.
are a blast.
We have karaoke.
Yeah.
And
Christmas just gone was 33 of us on Boxing Day.
That's
And the
with partners
karaoke
as
came
well, isn't
out.
it? Karaoke comes
And
out.
yeah, we all had to sing and get a present. So we all have to sing and Mummy gives us a
a
gift.
little tree present.
Yeah.
But yeah, our dad was in a band, and my uncle used to be in a band.
In
He
a
used to
jazz
play the
band.
drums.
in a jazz band.
My brother Andrew
Plays
is
the
in a band.
drums.
He plays the drums. All our brothers were in Oliver, actually, at the West End. All three of them. But they don't do it anymore. I mean, I don't know how they got in it. Stephen is tone deaf.
Yeah.
Can't sing at all. Paul's really shy and doesn't even talk. He can talk, but he doesn't. And Andrew's probably the most liveliest one out of them, isn't he? But yeah, so there is music in us all. I mean, as in our family, because we've got kids now. I've got a son and a daughter. My son is 13. He has Down syndrome. So he sings, but there's no key there at all.
Oh, he's lovely though. He loves a microphone.
He loves a
6 a.m.
microphone. He's definitely got the talent. No, he's got the voice, but no talent. But he's funny. And my daughter, she has no interest whatsoever, but she does modelling. She's a professional model. She's fantastic at modelling. She's 10, but yeah. So there's still in the business, but yeah.
And I tried to get my daughter, who's now 21, but I tried to get her to do dancing like we did at a younger age, and but it just wasn't for her. So,
and my daughter can't move at all. She's like, but she can stand and pose and look amazing.
I mean, we'll talk about it later on, but it clearly hasn't put you off introducing your own kids to the industry.
No, not at all.
I think it's just, and it's not. I mean, introducing when I had Stanley, when we found out he had Down syndrome, he doesn't look like a typical child with Down syndrome. You can see it, but it without being horrible, he doesn't. It's really weird without coming across sounding offensive, because they're all beautiful. But he didn't look like a typical Down.
Well, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't picked up initially.
It wasn't picked up. So I put him forward for modelling because I thought, okay, there wasn't many out then. But actually, the agency that they said they would take him, but there was too many. And then 3 years later, I had my daughter, and the agency rang me and said, "Oh, did you still want to put your son into modelling? Because we've got a gap in the market." And I was like, "No, I don't think he'll do it now." And then my dad's there going, "Tell him about Mabel. Tell him about Mabel." Because she's like, she was very beautiful. Tell him about me. So I went, "Oh, I have a daughter now." He's there going, "Go on, tell her." And they went, "Oh, send us pictures." And I sent them pictures. They went, "Yep, we'll take her." So she was modelling from 6 months old, and she still does it now. And as I say, she's 10, and
gorgeous.
She does definitely have the face for modelling, but she can't dance, and she doesn't want to sing. And I'm like, "Please sing, just sing." "I don't want to, mummy." I sound like a right pushy mummy.
Do it for mummy. Yeah,
but yeah, she has no interest, so that's fine. But it would be nice, and I think and my husband's musical. My husband's in a band. He sings. He plays the lead guitar. Plays the piano. But our kids don't have any interest whatsoever, which I find quite weird.
Yeah, it's odd.
Does it make you sad?
No, not
At first I thought, it'd be nice. And also I think it's nice because, I sound really old now, but so many kids don't have interest. All they do is want to sit on social media, but it's a good thing. But also they don't have many interests out of school.
Like
so for
and
us, we used to be like doing so much. And I think I did it for my daughter so she wasn't sitting at home but yeah, she didn't take to it. I tried, but I failed.
As we talk about your kids, have you shown them clips of Funhouse?
Oh, yeah.
What do they think of that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously now they're like, "Oh God."
So when
about it.
Funhouse was repeated on Challenge TV a while ago, and I was saying to the kids, they were a little bit younger then, and I was like, "Come on, watch it."
Watch
and
Mummy.
They
They're
had no interest whatsoever. And then we did Michael McIntyre, a big show. Michael McIntyre last October, Halloween night, and we had to surprise what's his name?
Josh
Whitcomb.
We did the midnight game show, so we had to wake him up in the middle of the night.
And was it actually like a surprise to him?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We were hanging around a street corner at like 1:30 a.m.
We did
London.
a show with Josh, I think that year, but early in the year.
We did like a quiz show with him.
He loves us. No, it sounds again big-headed, but it's not.
He loves the 80s.
He loves the 80s, and he loves
school.
the Funhouse. And when he first met us for this quiz show, he was like, "Oh my God, I love you girls, blah, blah." So then when we were asked to do the Michael McIntyre
midnight game show, it was for him.
Which was brilliant. He was literally, he couldn't believe it. We're in his bedroom with our pom-poms, waking him up in the middle of the night. But he loved it, and it was such good fun. And my son now watches that. He'll watch that, but he won't watch Funhouse. And he does his own Michael McIntyre because he's a bit bonkers. So my husband and I are asleep. He comes in with his microphone with a connected speaker on, so he's got echo and everything. And I'm not joking you, we are fast asleep and he comes in and he puts the light on. Good morning! And he goes, and he can't say Michael McIntyre properly. He's like, Michael Kakataya or something, he says. And we're laying there, we're thinking, oh God. And then he starts asking silly questions, up or down? And I go, up. No, it was down. And then he says a few things, left or right, whatever. And then whatever it is, it literally asks, lasts a second. And he goes, okay, bye-bye. And he turns the light off and runs out. So he does that himself.
That's
and
really
then
cute.
he did it one morning and I wasn't in bed. I was in the bathroom getting ready. So Ben, my husband, was in bed and he's like, where's mummy? So then he says to Daddy, and then we've got Martina from Funhouse. And I'm like in there and he's going, come out. I had to come out of the bathroom, you're sweet, and go, hi. And then I had to go back in. He shut the door and went. It's totally bonkers.
And when you did it on Michael McIntyre and the light goes off and you'll just go.
That is,
Yeah, and then obviously
we all sat downstairs
and we waited in the lounge with
waited in the
everyone.
lounge. His
And then he
wife's there.
eventually comes out of bed after everyone's visited him,
Says
woke him
hi
up.
to everyone.
And then we just,
and
just
then we all
hang
go
about.
home. Go back to the hotel, go to bed and go home in the next day.
But we were there till about 3:30, I think, at his house.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it was good, wasn't it?
It was recorded just on Halloween.
It was Halloween night,
And it
yeah.
got aired a year ago, actually, yeah?
Must have been, yeah.
Yeah.
Were you nervous about creeping into his house?
No,
And
I was more nervous. Like, obviously, he was having works done at his house, and so
Tripping up,
there was
maybe.
no carpet or anything on the stairs, so it was like floorboards.
Oh, and we did it with Mr. Blobby.
Yeah, we did Mr.
Oh
Blobby.
my God.
So
So Mr. Blobby's trying to walk up these little stairs.
it's
And he's like really big bashing
and obviously
into
you got the
everybody.
plasticky sound of his
And
suit.
And then we all had to bundle in the back room because we didn't want to be seen. And it was just, it was great
But it was fun. That's what was funny about it. When we were hanging around the street before we actually went through the front door, we're all like on the corner.
And there's Mr.
Gladiators, Mr. Blobby, me and Martina.
If somebody wakes up in the middle of the night and looks out their window, they're going to
anyone
go,
was doing the walk of shame home, they'd be like, what the hell is going on? But it was great. It was really good. And it is the wife obviously was aware, but we were
But it
creeping
is
up.
exactly what it is, a midnight game show, without
literally are
doubt.
waking him
There's
up,
no
yeah.
fakeness. It's literally you wake him up.
Yeah. So it's fun times.
going back, when you were at school, were you treated differently because you were twins?
No, but we used to get bullied a lot.
Right.
Yeah,
school.
we were separated a lot, not separated, but due to academic levels, I'm just going to put it out there. I was high maths.
But I was prettier.
Yeah.
Can't have it all.
No, you can't. But yeah, no, we weren't. I don't think we were, but also we were picked on a little bit, more so in secondary.
We used to get called slag, slut, stuck up. I always used to get called stuck up. I still do now. She calls
But
me.
then
and
my
she's
mum
angry
would
with me.
always be, it's just jealousy, darling. Like, my mum would, because obviously we'd come home.
Which I get it, because we were rarely at school. That's why
Academic.
we're not very good. We can sing and dance
And
talk,
count to
talk
10.
forever.
What more do you want in life?
I mean, but we've got by, right?
Yeah. We got by.
I know you have to look left and right when you cross the road. All the important things. It's fine.
Yeah, but no, in a way, and it was also we had we got 3 older brothers, so they were in our school as well. So any trouble,
They didn't
boys,
do anything.
yeah, the boys would do nothing. No, so it was okay. But I say, like my sister said, we were rarely at school because we were doing loads but we would always
dancing or TV.
But we would have schooling in the theatre.
Right.
So I'd have to do 3 hours
the
schooling.
theatre, darling.
Theatre.
We're darlings, you know.
Theatre, darling. Yeah.
Did you have your own set of friends at school?
We shared a friend.
A friend. We're so popular.
Honestly, we had to back them away with a stick. No, we had one friend,
we still have,
and we still have
one long friend, Michaela, and she was Michaela Gisby at the time, and we're obviously Melanie and Martina Grant. So we
all
the
had
MG
matching
gang.
rings. You know, they used to get
Do
the
you
initial
remember we used to
rings
get the
back in the
really big,
day.
thick
Are you old enough to
gold?
remember?
Oh.
No, it was a bit tack, but we had one anyway.
We had one, yeah. We're educating
our
you.
initials,
We all had
MG.
MG. And we're all the same age because from the same year, and we're still friends with her now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we kind of meet up round of our birthdays because hers is on the 15th, ours is on the 18th November.
November, just let you know. Okay.
So yeah, we
You're going to get loads of fan mail now, aren't you?
18th
yeah.
November, everyone.
So we do. Yeah, we weren't treated like differently, but I say when we were really there,
we did. Yeah, we used to get shouted at. No, when we not at school, we went to a pub once, and my mum and dad were there. Why? Was because Dad was taking us. You know the one in St Lawrence. Do you remember? And they threw beers bottles at Dad's car.
No, I don't remember.
So we went to, Mum and I were talking about it the other day. So we went to this pub, we were going out, we were with a couple of friends, and these girls started, I think we knew the landlord, and for some reason we were in there, and we were going on to somewhere else, and some girls started picking on us, but the girl we were with, which I can't remember now, stuck up for us, and because she tried to throw a drink over us, so our friend who we were with stuck up for us and said, don't talk to them like that, blah, 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 blah. And then a big row. And then the landlord kicked us out. And they started it. And we knew the landlord. We were like, but we know you. Right, get out. So anyway, we got in the car. My dad went, come on, I'll take you. And they came out and started throwing beer bottles at my dad's car. Crazy,
you
right?
Get like, you know, we used to go out when we were at the age of going clubbing as well. Yeah, you know, people would recognise you, but then again, they wouldn't know whether you'd be nice or not. And when you started talking to them, they'll go, oh, you're really nice. Well, yeah, we wouldn't. What do you expect us to be? So yeah, it is a bit weird how people perceive you.
Did it hurt your confidence at all?
No, it's their problem.
I
isn't it?
don't know. I don't think it does. Well, yeah, because I'm not that confident now.
You're not.
No, it's all an
I
act.
don't think.
I'll go off in a minute and cry my eyes out.
Don't worry, got a tissue.
I've got my comfort blanket. No, I think it does knock you because you always want to be liked because we haven't changed. It's people
We've
that
just
change
got
around
older.
you because they feel that you've changed. They're like, oh, look at them. Look at them. They're stuck up. They think they're it.
It's like when we used to go shopping in Tesco's years ago when we actually was Funhouse was on. One, they couldn't get to grips while we were in Tesco's and we were just been on telly. No, it's pre-recorded, you know, like trying to explain to someone. But also it's like, oh, what are you shopping in Tesco's?
It's like, well, where do you want us to shop? You know, it's silly things. So people, I don't think it's like that now. I think it's pretty cool if somebody sees somebody in a
It's all changed now.
supermarket. Everything's changed with if you want to call yourself a celebrity. We've never called ourselves celebrities. It was a job. We were very lucky to do it, loved it, and we'll never forget it. But it's people at the time, I mean, we're going back into the early 90s, they changed towards you. So as I say, they were like, oh, look at them, they're stuck up. Never met us. Never said anything. Oh, look, they think they're it. But you've not actually spoke to us. But because you were on the telly, they think
you are the way you are. Yeah.
So yes, we used to get a lot of that. But I think it does affect you because you want to be liked. You know, we're normal. We're just normal people. And I am annoying because I'm a bit bossy. I get that. However, that's me. And I think as you get older, you get a bit stronger as well. You're like, well, if you don't like me, tough shit.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
It literally is.
Really, it is like that, isn't it? I think you get braver when you get older. And you do still get some people even just, they can be a bit bitchy, not as much, but you do get the little, you can hear the odd remark. And then, but now, rather than it affecting me, I'm just like, whatever, I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of trolling and stuff online, isn't
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, we do. I do have Instagram and we have Facebook. I have a TikTok account, but we don't do anything on it. And we really should probably do more because I feel there'd be a following and I think people would like to see it because there is interest on the good side. But I also think it would probably be really bad if we were on it as us. I think you're going to get lots of trolling.
But that comes with anything, doesn't it? The trolling and
I mean,
stuff.
I do Instagram because my daughter, obviously she's a model, so she has her own little Instagram page run by myself. And when I was advised to get that for her as well, because I believe modelling companies probably look on there for pictures and things like that. So it's good. And then I have ours and I post things like I'll post something today with us on there and things. But normally it's just our normal life I post. I don't go on there loads, but just, yeah. But so I'm quite glad we don't do it as a professional account because I think we'd probably get a lot of stick.
Yeah.
Just turn the comments off.
I just don't care, you know. But no, I mean, I follow people. And even they bitch about other celebrities. And I'm like, why are you saying that? Why
there's
are
no
people
need.
so horrible? So...
In terms of going back to your mum and dad, they're proud of everything that you've done.
Oh, yeah, literally.
Yeah,
I mean, our
definitely.
dad passed away in August last year. So...
he was 94. He's got very
He got
unwell,
sepsis
but
and
he
he
was
got
so
very
proud
ill.
of us.
He would
even when
tell-
he was in hospital, he was telling the nurses
About us.
My girls were on telly.
My
We're
girls
like,
used
all
to
right,
be on
Dad,
Funhouse.
shut up.
Shut up, Dad. And he's like, no, let me tell them. He was so proud. And my mum.
Yeah.
But my dad would say it more. And my mum would be more, Bill, what and he'd be like, no, he was Dad was so proud of us. And that is so nice to have and know.
Yeah.
Although he's not
even
here.
even our brothers would go, oh, the girls, they're the favourites. Yeah, we are. How do you feel about that? But yeah, we are the favourite.
We used to get the better presents.
Sorry, bro.
Sorry, bros.
So you're working from a young age, a very
Yes.
young age, at stage, TV.
We
and
were
film,
young and we
right?
needed the money.
So you mentioned, I don't know if it was in this chat or beforehand, about working from the age of 4.
Yeah.
Yes.
You made.
I did my first advert for Sweetex, the artificial sweetener. I think actually they're still selling now, don't they? I did an advert, when I was 4. And then we did one together.
We did one for Kodak camera.
And we did one for a little monkey. It was called Monchichi. I think they still sell them now, but we did one for that. And then soon after that, we then went for West End because I was in it from the age of 7.
She played Molly in Annie, the youngest, and she did it for 3 years because she didn't grow.
I was a little girl. I was
then
literally under 4 foot. No,
and I
under 4 foot.
and
Shush, I'm talking.
Sorry.
I'm under 4 foot. I was 3'6" until the age of
It must be 9.
10.
Until 9 or 10.
11. I mean, looking at on the tape measure, it's quite embarrassing.
You could have done Snow White.
Could have.
You could have been giggly or sneezy or something.
Yeah, definitely. So I think from
I obviously
starting
would
we
have
were
been Snow
4,
White.
and then Martina joined us, and then we both went in West End till we were about 10,
I always
11.
wanted to be in Annie, and I always wanted to be Annie. And I remember I went for the audition, and I rehearsed so much, I lost some of my voice because I really wanted to be Annie, and I was practicing.
Because she had to sing "The sun will come out tomorrow."
And I sang it so much that I actually was a bit husky. So when I finally got to do the audition, it didn't go down very well. But they still got me through to the dancing bit. Then they said I wasn't tough enough to be
An orphan.
basically an orphan because she looks really rough.
Thanks.
And I look really lovely and
because I was
they-
I ended up getting into
were like a
Annie.
tomboy.
But so I was wearing all the like the fake dirty face and that because I was an
And the
orphan at the end of the
rags.
day. Then she's old lordy la-di-da.
I was Brigitte in The Sound of Music.
La-di-da.
So yes, and I had my father
Von Trapp.
and I was one of the Von Trapp
So
children.
I was just like a geezer. I was Molly.
and I was Brigitte, and I went to Austria, met the real Baroness. I was on the record. I'm on the front of the book. Wow. Our pictures both were outside the theatre. They have the pictures of the
cast.
of the cast. They picked my cast, so I was out. All my pictures were
because
outside the
obviously
theatre.
because I was young, there was me and another girl who played Molly. So I would do say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and she would do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then the following week it would be alternate. And it would be like 2 shows on a Saturday. But then I'd have to do schooling in those other times, and we'd be living away from home. So it was quite a lot to do when we were that age.
It was quite a lot.
I was living with a chaperone in a house with the rest of the orphans, being taken to the theatre.
I stayed at.
You had a house.
I stayed at a house with my stage brother, Noel. He played. Hang on, I've got to go there. Liesel, Friedrich, Louisa, Brigitte, Kurt. He was Kurt. Sorry. He was Kurt. So I stayed with Mari, his mum was called, I think.
She was basically a chaperone as well, wasn't
And
she?
so I used to stay there and then go to the theatre with them. And then in Bugsy Malone, I stayed in a hotel for that.
They picked up in
With
a
a
hotel.
chaperone. We stayed in a hotel.
She had to have a haircut.
Really short, above my ears.
Because obviously it was
here.
set in their 40s, isn't it? I
don't know.
Bugsy Malone, yeah? So every girl had to have their hair cut
And
to
it was
like
literally
here.
like up here, all the way around.
Vidal
Looked
Sassoon,
alright.
darling.
Yeah, I was wanting Vidal.
Vidal. Oh, good Vidal.
Has he died?
I don't
Vidal's soon alive.
Don't know.
And So, I mean, that's massive to work in the West End.
Yeah.
So
These
good.
huge shows.
And
It's
at such a
amazing.
young age as well.
And the only, because obviously back then there wasn't any really, was there a video recorder? Yeah, there would have been.
Yeah, about that big.
Yeah. But yeah,
Video recorders.
mum's got a lot of them, like, you know, on, so we can watch them
Cine-
back.
Cine
No
cams, is it?
sound, because it wasn't that. I mean, this was looking at like 1970 something.
No, it weren't. We were born in 71.
So it was 78, 79.
Or was it?
After you do the math.
I can't.
There you
can
go.
only
You can
count
tell
to
he's got
10.
them.
There you go.
You can
Told
see
she
he's
had
got
the brain.
the brain.
I got the brawn. She got the brain.
You got the look.
You got the look.
You got the look.
So, did you work with anyone famous in them shows, or producers, or?
She was Sheila Hancock
Sheila Hancock, yeah, was
and
the
Stratford John, was it?
Mrs. Hannigan. Stratford Johns was, what's his name? Daddy Warbucks. But obviously with your one, you're Petula Clark.
I have a Tudor
Oh,
Clark.
Pet.
Now, it's David Jaston, not David Jason from Only Fools. It was David Jaston, which I believe is still acting.
He played the...
And I also had, who was my,
don't know. And then...
oh my God, who was it?
But in
Another
Bugsy
famous-
Malone, you didn't actually have any...
There was no,
Oh,
'cause
because it's all kids. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, but it was Mickey
Dolenz,
Yeah.
who produced it.
I went for it as well, but I didn't get to
It
the
was
point...
the touring. You were going to go to do the
I was going to
touring.
do the tour after, and then it never went on tour.
Were any of you disappointed, like when one went for the role and the other one?
No, not
Didn't
so
get
much.
it.
Yes, Annie. I didn't get Annie.
Yeah.
Did that cause some tension between you both?
No.
No, not at all. It's
didn't.
just, but luckily enough, another musical came up across the road,
I
so
think,
she went
do you
for
know
that.
what? Yeah. I think, do you know what? I think we were just brought up with,
If we did, it didn't matter.
It didn't matter. And I think that's, and
point
I always
crying
say that
about
to my
it.
daughter now. So when she does her modelling or she's put up for something, I always say to her, if you don't get it, doesn't matter. It's just,
Yeah.
you just don't fit that face at that time. And I think it's really important to put that out there, because otherwise I don't want her crying, like, because she's just
Being
she's good
disappointed
enough,
in life with not getting
and she
something.
doesn't. She's so laid back. She's like, oh, didn't I get that? I go, no, darling. She goes, oh, okay, maybe another one. She's really cool. And my mum was like that. My mum, when we used to dance, she was always very honest, and I'm definitely like that. Probably a bit too much. I've got like truth Tourette's. So if I didn't like what you're wearing, I would tell you. Whether you liked it or not, I'd tell you. I can't help it. It's something in me. It's truth Tourette's. I have to say, blah, 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 and I feel
I was
right.
like, think before you speak,
Yeah, but I
Martina.
don't. It comes out, but I don't mean harm in it. I just feel like everybody should know the truth.
Sometimes it's better not to say the truth.
I haven't learnt that yet.
You can't handle the truth. So yeah, mum was very honest.
She was very
if
honest.
we were dancing and we did
danced, it
crap,
was rubbish,
she'd say we were
that
crap.
was not very good.
You could have done better.
And other parents would go, how can you say that to your daughter? And then
we
my
were
mum
like,
would
all
say,
right, sorry.
but my mum would go, well, if I don't tell them, they're never going to improve. If they go along and they think they're great and they're not.
But mum and
gonna be
dad
worse,
took us
isn't it?
around for ages. Even when we were older and we moved out, we were going, I was, you know.
We even did, when we went for Funhouse. So when we did Funhouse, we didn't make the
Main audition.
open audition, because it was years ago, before social media, it was the stage newspaper. So they were looking for crazy twins, and my mum said, come on, go for this. And
I've got two of them.
We must have been 15. We got the job when we were 16, so we must have done it when we were 15 maybe.
Yeah.
And we applied, but we couldn't make the open auditions because we were in Wales on holiday with my mum and dad. So my mum messaged them and said, look, we're on holiday, but we're in Wales. And they said, okay, well, come to Scotland.
To have
and
your audition there.
We'll get the audition there. So we went. My mum and dad took us in the motorhome. And we went, and we were sat in a little office with a TV, and they were playing the American
Funhouse for us to just have a look.
and this
at
guy
what-
just came in, sat down like where you were. We were sitting together, and he said hello, blah, blah. And we were sitting there watching. And then he got up and went out. And then they said, right, girls, can you come in for your audition now? And he was in there, and he was the producer or the director.
Yeah.
But he didn't say that. And I think he was trying to
catch us out.
catch us out and see what we were like.
But yeah, so we
maybe.
had to get the so we knew the concept of the programme, pretty much. You're counting.
Yeah, exactly. Jump up and down
And count.
and count.
So we thought,
really.
we could do that. So yeah, anyway, we did it, and then
And that's when we got it. So we didn't make the audition, but our parents used to drive us around all the time for castings and or auditions, as they were called.
and
then.
on nights out if you couldn't get a taxi home.
Oh,
Good old Ma and Pa.
Ring up in the morning,
Oh,
at 3
early
o'clock
hours.
or 2 o'clock in the morning. Mum, I can't get a taxi. Right, give us 10
Don't worry,
minutes.
we'll be
come and
right
get
with you. Thanks, Mum. And by the way, can you drop my friends home as well?
Okay.
Okay.
When you went to doing the Funhouse,
Yeah.
did you miss live theatre?
Yeah. Do you know what though? It's amazing how you forget how you remembered. I mean, live, obviously, you've
That
got
doesn't
to
make sense.
No, but I'm saying with live, there's no going back. You know, live theatre.
Oh, right.
You know, whereas with
you make a
Funhouse was
mistake, you've gotta
recorded,
do it.
yeah. Whereas with live, I think you do miss it, but also you don't realise. Yeah, it's just so
but
different.
we had a live audience, so it was still live.
Oh yeah, Funhouse. We had like
It was
100 or 200 children
because we did 2 shows a day.
shouting "Rare low, rare low."
Oh yeah, rare low, because I didn't want to do red or yellow, so they'd go rare low,
rare low, rare low. Yeah, so we had them. A local school would come in and be our audience.
It's just longer, isn't it?
But we do 2 shows, so we swap over.
Yeah, filming in a studio is longer, especially doing Funhouse because of all the gunge. You've got to wait. It took 5 hours to do 1 half-hour show because of all the clearing up and all the gunge and everything like that. But it was still fun. Honestly, we've been very lucky in life, I think.
Yeah.
We haven't, our parents weren't famous, but to come into doing it and being very lucky to do a show. Yeah, fortunate to do a show that's lasted for so long and people still remember it.
Yeah.
We don't take it for granted.
No.
And people go, oh, do you mind talking about it? We're like, no.
Bring
like,
it
oh,
on.
God, it's at the time. Wish I never asked.
Before we get onto Funhouse, because I'm going to dig deeper into that. You were in films as well, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you've been in Monty Python?
Yeah, Meaning of
Yeah,
Life.
in the
sketch we're in, if you ever want to catch it, it's
the
song is
house with all the kids singing
Every sperm is sacred. Yeah, we're in that.
Every
So
sperm
I'm on the
is
stairs with a little girl on my lap on the staircase. My sister jumps out the cupboards
And I'm
singing,
in- yeah, and I'm
and
there
stands
in front of
there
a
while he's
boy
talking
called
about
Craig.
wearing one of those little rubber things on the end of my.
How old were you when you were doing that?
I don't know, we were about 12.
Yeah, because the younger kids in that film were told to sing every
Every worm.
worm, not sperm. That was done at Elstree.
Did you know what you were singing about?
I don't think we did at the
I
time.
don't think we did really. I don't think it really sunk in. Again, you're in a studio in a house. We had to grease our hair because it looked too blonde. So they had to put baby oil in our hair
Just
to make it look greasy.
Yeah, and we were one of many children. He comes
But
in.
you do see us, which is lovely. It's
Yeah,
not like,
it's
oh,
nice
you're
to
just
see.
in the background, but you do actually see us, which is lovely. And it's nice to say that you were in a Monty Python film.
Yeah.
People don't really know that.
I think, no, people just think of you and think of the Funhouse, right?
Yeah.
But you've got such rich...
We've
Oh,
got
God,
such
yeah.
a back
Good old-
catalogue of
Yeah.
stuff, like from TV commercials to West End shows.
Just do extra work as well, just doing stuff like when it was.
We enjoyed
We
it.
did like Darling Buds of May. We've done The Bill. We did East End. This is all very long time ago, before we actually did Funhouse. But yeah, so it's just good fun, isn't it?
Yeah, and we liked it. So our parents didn't really have to. They never forced us into it. I think we just took to it and loved it.
Yeah,
And then we
because we don't see it as work. It's just fun.
So Batman, you're in Batman too, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't. We see our. You've
Yeah,
got
you
to
do.
really look.
In Gotham City, again, it was a night shoot in a studio.
Oh, and we did Bob Dylan, Hearts of Fire.
Oh yeah, that was a long time ago as well.
We played
Yeah, he had a
punks in
film called Hearts of Fire, and we were in the after. It was like an after party scene, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And they were all
These
like,
pretend
just sitting about cigarettes,
And then I did a drama where I had to wear. It was all like war drama. We have to wear and these women. I remember being in there, and these
that?
women were. I can't remember what it's called. And I've got this green army outfit on, and all these women are putting their stocking suspenders on. Of course, I didn't know what stocking suspenders are. I'm watching them watching them how they put them on. So you look a Wally, because that's your uniform. Yeah. We just loved it.
When do you think you realised that this would be your career?
I think we just realised I think we took it for granted. That was our life. That was our career. I don't think we ever thought,
because when you asked a child, what do you want to do when you leave school? We didn't really have,
we didn't have
an
that
answer for
opportunity because we were
were doing something already.
We left school,
so
went straight into.
we were just working anyway. But even during junior school, we had to have time off. But our teacher at the time, we did have to move schools because he wasn't really supportive of us. But another school would let us have the time off. Again, this is going back years. even now, when Martina has to take Mabel out of school,
I have to sometimes, although they're quite
you have to
quite
get
good when
authorisation.
she does her modelling. A lot of it now is at the weekends, so actually they are more conscious of children, especially when they're older.
taking you out of school.
They rarely now. When she was younger, like 5 or 6, I'd have to take her out of school for a bit, or like 7. But when you get older, they tend to just do the weekends. But when you say take her out of school, it is like a day. But I think as the kids are getting older in modelling, companies are more aware, and then we'll just take you out for a weekend. Like, you'll do it at the weekend, so it doesn't interfere.
But we just knew nothing else. We enjoyed it. We just occupied ourselves learning everything from piano to singing lessons, drama lessons, dancing, competitions. It was constant. Poor my mum and dad, they were.
Mum used to make costumes.
Yeah, she used to make the
costumes. Used to be up at like midnight, like late for us, and we'd be standing there. Mum would have a pin and pinning all our costumes together, and we'd be like, "Can we go to bed now, Mummy?" And she'd be like, "No,
one more pin.
Gotta do this."
And you're like, "All right, Mum." Ow,
and then she'd be editing.
Keep still.
And then she'd be editing the music for our dancing. She'd be up. To be fair, Dad did all he'd work, but then Dad drove all the time. But they really put their efforts into us.
Yeah, they did.
Because we were the favourites, weren't we?
Yeah.
So you mentioned about Funhouse and the audition, and then there was a pilot filmed, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So were you in all the pilots?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we did the pilots.
Over 4 days, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was over 4 days. So you had Pat, John Leslie, Dave Benson Phillips. Just joking. Dave, he's a friend. I'm just being silly. Dave Benson Phillips and some other guy, which we cannot remember his name. I think his name was Martin.
So basically, we opened the show with one presenter. The other girls would close the show with that presenter. Then they'd swap again, and then they'd open the show. And then basically, we just did 4 dummy shows of the...
And then... At the end, we used to there was a floor manager called Morag. I don't know where she is now, but she was so lovely. She was like our mum while we were in the studios, and she came up to us, and she came in the middle of us as we were walking. She put her arm around us and she went, "Girls, I know I probably shouldn't say this, but I think you've got the job." Like this. And we were like, "Oh," and then we did get the job, so she was right.
So obviously, when we first initially signed the contract, it was 3 years.
Yes.
So obviously for us, brilliant. And then
we celebrated
11 years.
10 years. We had a cake and a celebration in the studio. And then they didn't sign it. We didn't
then
sign
it. It was
yearly signed. And then we did it for 11 years, and then Pokemon came out. And then, of course, the world changes, doesn't it? It's 1999 and everything's coming out. So, and I
all
think
the cool programs.
And I think Funhouse just wasn't relevant then, because you've got to move with the times, haven't you? However, now everybody goes, "Oh, they should bring it back, because now
we did try and bring it back.
People want retro.
Yeah.
Don't they?
Yeah.
I mean, you were 16 when you started the show, right? So you kind of grew up on the show.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously we still, even though we were 16, we were quite, I would say we were young for our age, but...
No, I think we were we were sensible at 16, because we'd always done TV or theatre. You kind of know how it all works. So I think we were quite mature, but... Still
having to live away from home. It's only it only took 2 weeks to record in Glasgow, so we'd fly
But we'd fly up,
stay in a
just
hotel.
the 2 of us, get mum and dad drops off at the airport, we'd fly up.
Meet
so
Pat.
it's a lot of independence, but actually it was good, wasn't it?
We were sensible.
And I mean, you talk about Pat.
Yeah.
What's your relationship
I suppose we
like
should
with
talk
Pat?
about
I
Pat.
love Pat.
We love Pat. Pat's like a brother. But there's 10 years between us. He's a Scorpio as well. We have the same humour.
So when we're together, it's great.
We literally, as soon as we met Pat, we gelled straight away.
And we obviously keep in contact with him quite regularly. Like, there's the odd texts and stuff, and obviously the odd gigs we've got coming up with him.
We messaged him this morning, actually, because he's doing a gig local to us. And we've asked him if he can get some tickets to come in, and he said, "Of course, girls." So so we do try and catch up with him as much as we can, but I think obviously our dad passed away, and he's had some family things, so it's just getting us all together, and he's busy doing his DJing. But yeah, we love Pat and Monica, his wife, and the whole family.
Would Funhouse have been the same without Pat?
No,
I don't think so. He was. I don't know, he was just so good at what he did.
They saw a connection with us and Pat. We honestly just gelled.
Because you need that, don't you? You need that on-screen and off-screen relationship for it to come across naturally,
because you don't want to fake that.
You know what I mean? You can imagine and the camera stopped with like this.
Other. But we used to have such a laugh. Yeah. And it's just...
So it was a long day filming, but our evenings would...
And we never got
go out
bored
for
of...
dinner, we'd go to the cinema, all of us
He'd come
always
back to
together.
our hotel room, we'd watch... He'd always come
Sounds
in.
really
We'd
wrong.
it's not wrong. We'd have face packs on, and he'd walk in, he'd be like, bloody hell, like this.
So I take it we're not going out then.
No,
so it'd be
we're
like
gonna sit
room
and
service.
watch a movie,
Yeah.
and then he'd go back to his room, and it is literally just like a big brother.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It's so lovely.
Yeah.
And the fact we're still friends now, when we meet up, even if we haven't seen each other for so long, we
It's
meet
just-
up
yeah.
and we're just having a giggle and a laugh.
Because we did try to bring Funhouse back.
We didn't. A company
not
approached us.
Okay, yeah, to bring it back as an attraction in London. You know, like the Crystal
Alive
Maze.
yeah.
A live thing. It just didn't take off the ground. We did all the...
No, they
it was a
booked us
crowdfunding.
all on. They booked us all on like Good Morning Britain. So we did all the interviews and the press.
The merchandise was done.
And it was great and it was going well, but they were just asking for too much, like crowdfunding. It's like they could only put up so much, then was asking crowdfunding. And I just think, oh my God, you're taking the right piss. This has got to cost thousands. And they just couldn't
And
get
then
the
I think
money.
there was, I think the actual problem in itself was getting the
Well, it's health and
copyright.
safety.
No, but also the copyright for the name.
Oh, yes, because it's owned by
Warner Brothers. So it's having
the time, they
the
couldn't
word,
get the-
yeah. So I think with that, that caused a lot of like actually getting off the
Yeah.
ground. But it's not saying it will never happen because it was such a memorable program. Like even now, like people that I work with now, they'll be like, "Oh, my dad used to watch you." I'm like, "All right, okay."
Thanks for
Or
that.
you went to school with my dad. I'm like, "Yeah, I probably did because I'm really old and you're really young." Yeah, so it is just. I think hopefully it could come back because old school things are coming back. Like old pop groups are coming back,
It
and
would
they
have to
always will.
change though because of health and safety.
yeah.
That's gone mad, doesn't it? Now this day.
We
and
had St
age.
John's ambulance on standby, so.
How many times were they used?
Not particularly. I mean, the odd bump or the odd
I dislocated
scratch.
my shoulder with the go-karts because I'm not joking you, there's 2 bloody pedals. It's not that hard.
It was
stop
brake
and go.
and accelerator. Yeah.
And the kids would just press the go instead of
it'd be
stop.
like-
So we're holding it and I'm going flying with it.
Yeah.
So St John's came out and helped me there. And and then I think Pat's got knocked over before and
Nothing major, but
nothing-
they were there. They weren't much good, but they were there.
weren't they? That's why I'm laughing.
Yeah.
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 They weren't the best. They're just huddled up in a corner with their bag,
Having the time
waiting
of
for
their
an
life.
accident to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm needed.
But it was good because as the years went on, obviously the games got a little bit more. Oh, like we had a swimming pool, didn't we? Do you
Oh,
remember
yeah,
that?
we had a swimming
We had a
pool.
little pool, and it wasn't in the studio. It was sort of like out of the studio. Do you remember walking to it?
It was only out of the main studio. And
But
down
we used to
little
do
corridor.
games in the swimming pool for the kids. Obviously, Pat would try and get us wet, but we would get him back, wouldn't we? We
Always.
wouldn't forget if he got us on one of the
We'd get him
filming.
back.
We would be like, right, give the nods.
Yeah, I
Here
watched
we
an
go.
episode on YouTube earlier,
Yeah.
and he's trying to push you in the
That's
slide.
it. He would
Always.
do. So
He
we're
always
like, right,
tried.
okay, we can. I remember I think we did it
Didn't
one
we
time.
Gunge him once?
Yes, without him knowing. Because he was like, oh no, don't get it on me. Because
Oh,
this is
no,
when he had his
my
long
hair.
hair. Oh no, don't get it on me. And we're like, no, you're doing it to us. We'll do it to you. Double trouble. Just give you the look.
Little wink.
Yeah. And
Who came up with the actual games that took place on the show?
Don't know.
I don't know. We had, there was
games-
obviously people like.
Coordinators, didn't they? And
yeah.
then they had all the guys that made the gunge. So in the back of the studio,
Because some of the gunge was warm. So it was made. So
What was it made of?
Food
I think-
colouring, flour, and water, I think.
Yeah.
Like basically a paste, yeah.
Obviously,
Paper mache.
Dave didn't want to give us the
Oh, you're
secret recipe.
joking. It's no secret.
The king of Gunge, he called himself.
He's
Oh,
not the
really?
king of
Right.
gunge. Where is he? Let me get my phone.
I mean, it's funny. I didn't.
Dave. Hi, Dave. It's Martina here. Yeah, from Funhouse. Yeah, the pretty one. Yeah. We'll speak to you later. Bye.
No. Well, I assume it could be like the Kentucky Fried Chicken recipe. We probably don't know every ingredient, but for us, definitely food colouring.
Yeah.
It was warm. Where's this going? And and yeah, that was it.
And messy.
And messy.
I mean, I mentioned Dave. I asked him if there was a rivalry between Get Your Own Back and Funhouse.
And what did he say?
He said never. He said
No.
Get
He
Your Own
said,
Back
"Who
was
are
always
they?"
the best.
He said what?
He said what?
Right.
Call him up. Dave.
Hi, Dave. It's Martina, the pretty one. Yeah. What's this he said about you being the king of Gunge? Yeah, we'll speak later. How very dare he? I don't think he's the king of Gunge.
No, he's
We
really
love
not.
Dave. We do love
Yeah.
Dave. He is lovely, but Pat's better.
There was-
And Get Your Own Back was good, but Funhouse was a lot better.
I mean, the great thing about Funhouse.
If you did a survey, if you did a Mr. and Mrs. No, not Mr. and Mrs. What do you call it? Family Fortune survey. We asked 100 people.
Yeah.
What's the best show? Funhouse or Get Your Own Back?
Funhouse.
They'd go, Get Your Own Back. Get Your Own Back. Don't remember that. Funhouse, yeah, I remember that. The twins. He just wished he had twins with him. That's what he's gutted because he went for Funhouse, didn't get it.
Yeah, he never revealed to us that.
No, of course he wouldn't.
For
No, he wouldn't do that, would he? Not our Dave.
I mean, the great thing about Funhouse was the end.
Yeah.
It was,
right,
the
with
big
Funhouse.
house.
And the
Big
prizes, yeah.
The prizes were great.
But they got worse. The prizes as the years went on.
Sorry, what?
I think
Excuse me?
I mean,
Excuse me.
Right, Mel, is there a taxi here?
I mean, I think I was watching a night series, and you got a pencil case.
That was a runners-up prize.
just a little runners-up,
How about a motorbike, mister?
Yeah.
Or a 10-day
And
holiday,
skiing.
mister?
Forgot about that, didn't you?
Only if you got the cockerel sound right.
Well, exactly. That's the power
That's the power prize. Yeah, but who
But it's
doesn't-
like Christmas. You all have stocking fillers.
Yeah, and then the main prize.
So you've got your stocking fillers, which still consisted of a stereo or a tent, a little
Bike. Push
pencil
bike.
case.
Yeah.
Fine.
We've got one of those in our loft. Well, Mum's got it in her loft.
Pencil case.
Got a
And
Funhouse
we've got a
ruler.
Funhouse watch.
Watch.
We've still got our jackets
Yeah.
and cups.
Can't get rougher than a girl in a puffer.
I've never heard that.
Haven't you?
No, I haven't, because
Yeah.
obviously I'm stuck up, so I don't. I don't know all these
Oh, yeah,
things.
I was the
Oh,
orphan.
you're
sorry.
the orphan of the family.
Yeah, so we still got our Funhouse jacket, cap.
Oh yes, those Funhouse jackets though made us look like the Michelin Man.
Yeah, they
Is,
were
is that the
huge.
Michelin Man? The guy with the white of the petrol station.
Yeah.
Yeah, we look like that.
So yeah, we still got the merch.
Did you get to have a go at the Funhouse?
We did once.
Only once. Go-karts, obviously, because we drove them in. And then they'd say stop and we'd probably still go round and again.
Yeah.
So that
But
was
it's
fun.
just, I think with the, again, health and safety and everything was quite, well, it still is important. But I think they didn't actually put it on because obviously the things moved and stuff like that. But we were able to go down the slide, through the ball pool.
We did a celebrity
Get a burn
one.
from the slide like you
We
do.
did a celebrity fun house.
That was aired in Scotland
It was
only.
aired in Scotland only. You had Sonia on it. Sonia. And then you had the guy, what's his
Who
name,
else
Mel?
was it?
He was on Blue Peter.
Oh, I can't remember.
Anyway, Sonia's the only one we remember.
Same
Actually,
concept.
I can't say this story because it sounds really horrible.
No, don't say it.
I won't.
But anyways, we
We did a
did it and it got
celebrity
aired in Scotland only over Christmas and the money went to charity.
Sure. And they did an adult pilot for an adult funhouse, and Linda Lusardi was the presenter, and they had two males like to take our place,
You know, with the whole
shorts
six-pack,
and six-pack,
dicky bow.
and then they had adult contestants, and Carol Smiley was one of the contestants, and someone else. Yeah, they did like a
Because
celebrity.
the studio that Funhouse was done,
It didn't take
The
off.
Wheel of Fortune, it was filmed in the same studio, so we'd take it in turns. So, but our Funhouse would stay up. But the studio wasn't massive, was it? Do you not think? The Funhouse was big, but you know, obviously to a child, it's huge.
Yeah.
But
I suppose, I don't know.
But yeah,
Again,
we
you
do
take it all for granted, don't
two
you? I
weeks in Scotland, 2 shows a day.
And then in between shoots, like in between filming, Pat, Mel, and I would sit
In
on
the
the
ball
fun
pool.
house at the back,
Or in the ball
yeah,
pool.
ball pool, or around the side, and we just have a giggle and a chat,
waiting to.
waiting till they were ready.
I was going to say, was it as chaotic as it looked on the telly?
No, do you know what? During the actual game, yeah, and then the clear up, they obviously were so used to it anyway.
You got the little cleaners,
Yeah,
with
got
their
the
mops.
next, and then ready to set up for the next one because obviously
Drying the
every
floor.
drying the floor. But we would just have to wait around for that. But it was, do you know what? It was great.
The kids were great, although we did have a few kids that were like didn't want to get gunged, basically. And I guess when they do the auditions in schools, because you used to go around to the schools,
And auditioning children.
and the kids are like this, pick me. And then they get to the studio and they're like that.
And they like,
They didn't want to talk. They didn't want to say anything. We're like, say hello to Pat, say hello. And then this one kid said, I don't want to get gunged. I went, but you're on Funhouse. You have to get gunged. He was like, yeah, but I don't want to. So in one of the games,
she gunged him.
obviously counting, I shoved it right in his face. Well, come on. You can't go on Funhouse without being gunged. So
yeah,
I did gunge his face and he wasn't impressed.
no.
So you kind of have a pivotal role in holding it together, really, with looking after
Well, yeah,
contestants.
we had to- so-
also, yeah, because you obviously had
We
to,
had to get to know them
Yeah, and you do spend a lot of time with them, because even though we did 2 shows a day, but one show would probably take 6 hours, probably, on and off, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, about 5 hours. Yeah, I suppose 5 hours.
So
to
you're
record
spending
one.
time with his children as well, and obviously you need to get to know them. But it is sweet, because as the time goes on, as you're filming the show, by the end of it, especially if they've won, they're loving life, aren't they?
Yeah.
And obviously then they have the little pictures done with them after. But like a lot of people, they've never come down to where we lived to audition.
always
No,
up
they'd
north.
always they also went like Maidstone.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I think we had kids from there.
Oh, I don't remember.
But there was no one really, or London, but no one would ever come down. And so many kids, like when we used to do school little.
Because you did school tours, right? Because my brother got visited by you when he was at
Did
school in
he?
Ramsgate, yeah.
We did
What
one
school?
to do with
Was
drugs,
it Newington,
man.
maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. We used to do
Oh
little
my
school
God.
tours. Oh my God.
Yeah, we did
Did
school
he say
tours.
we were nice?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
But we also did a
Are you
thing.
lying?
I won't tell you what he said.
Go on, tell
They're a
us.
bit all right. I hope so. He said that.
Something along that line.
Yeah, I'd give them a lovely
Yeah,
hug when I saw
yeah,
them.
something like that.
Yeah, probably. We did do one. Do you remember about Just Say? No, that's not Just Say No. What one did we do?
What's going on?
What was the one we did? The drug song.
I don't remember.
At the Winter Gardens. Market on the stage.
I don't
Don't you remember?
No.
That was a song. It was trying to teach kids like not to take drugs and all that. Don't you remember? You remember? Do you remember the Winter Gardens?
Yeah, yeah. It's closed down now, isn't it?
Yeah, what
Is
a
it?
shame. Yeah, it's empty.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. We went to see the overtime.
It's
show,
empty.
didn't we?
Yeah. So yeah, we remember doing something like that. But yeah, we went to Newington. That's the school we moved to because we were in one
We went
before
to
that
Chiltern.
who didn't like us having time off. And then Newington were great.
Accepted us.
Yeah. How bizarre. It is small world.
Oh, it's a small world.
I didn't go there.
We probably
unfortunately.
dated you at school. We didn't even realise. I like a toy boy.
Did I kiss you in the corridor?
Hope not. I was in primary school when.
Oh yeah, that's a bit weird. Maybe
Yeah,
your
but
brother-
he had a brother.
Is your brother older?
Yeah, got
There
three
you
older,
go.
three older brothers.
It was his
brother,
Stephanie's
yeah,
brother.
Stephanie's
Yeah.
brother,
I
yeah.
could tell. Show me your profile.
Oh, dear.
Anyway, moving on.
So, I mean, you spoke about the kids. There must have been times when you thought, oh, I really don't want these kids to win. I want the other kids to win.
Well, we couldn't say that, could we?
If they were really don't care like that,
Yeah, or if they
attitude-y.
didn't feel appreciative. Like, do you realise you're on Funhouse?
Yeah, but then I guess now we're older, we're looking back. It must have been blooming daunting for them.
Yeah.
Whereas at the time we're like, come on, for God's sake, you're on Funhouse. You're on a
Yeah.
TV show, but they obviously couldn't digest that. I guess they were probably just not starstruck.
I
but
tell
just
you what
like,
I would like. You know, you said before when the kids got introduced. Obviously, we'd introduce them, and then Pat would go, "Oh, hi, Steve," like blah blah blah. And what do you want to do when you grow up? I'd love to know all these kids that have said what they
What
want to
they do
do.
now.
What if they're doing it now? You know what I mean? I want to be a doctor. No
I mean, one
chance.
of
I
them
bet
is
he is.
traumatised because they got Gunge shoved in their
Yeah,
face.
yeah,
So
yeah.
their
They're
career
probably on
went after.
OnlyFans
Yeah,
or
probably.
something. Or
Yeah, homeless somewhere. But I would like to see if people were doing what they said they would like to do. Because, you know, when you're a kid, like, my daughter wanted to be a firefighter. She's now wanting to be a school teacher now, so a bit different.
well, her dad.
My ex-husband, her daddy died.
He's not your ex-husband. He was your late husband.
Yeah, I'm a widow. He died of cancer.
Right.
In
Millie
2009. So she was going to, at the time when she was little, when her daddy died, because she was only 4, she was like, oh, I'm going to be a firefighter. And then she was like, I want to be a skateboarder. I'm like, I don't think that's a job, babe. So you need to think of something else.
Oh, it is. It's in the Olympics now.
Yeah. Well, at the time, I
Skateboarders,
thought
isn't it?
no. So she trains to be a teacher now.
Right.
But she did think about being a firefighter.
And she got a first. She graduated.
She graduated with a first, my daughter.
She's done very well.
Little, yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
She's lovely, yeah. It's
She
great.
gets her brains from her dad.
I mean, that must have been hard for you.
I was with him for 10 years. He was ill for 4. He had leukemia. And he died when he was 35.
Wow.
So, my daughter was 4 at the time. We knew he was going to die, obviously, because you only get told, don't you? Like, you got weeks to live, whatever. But it literally was, he got discharged on the Friday and died the Saturday morning. It was that quick.
Or Friday night, we don't really know.
No, it was early out. Yeah, he'd gone to bed, and then, so obviously my daughter's got some memory of him, but she wanted it at first to follow in his footsteps to doing that. I mean, there's still time. She's 21. She can still do that, but she's worked so hard in uni to do teaching. She's now finishing that this year. So then who knows? She could still go for it because they're taking on girlies as well now, aren't they?
I think they always have, haven't they?
No, they did. It was new to that sort of job when he was just finished being retired. So he's been around now, but at the time, oh my God, a woman being a firefighter was not heard of.
On the 1st of, so he passed on the 21st of March, which actually is my son's birthday.
He was born on that day.
My son was born a week
nice.
early, which is also, which I found out, is World Down Syndrome Day.
Wow.
And my son has Down syndrome, and he came a week early. He was due on the 26th and came on the 21st. So it was like, Dave's sister gave birth on the day
he died.
Passed.
So
sorry, I keep knocking.
My husband's sister had a baby, the day he died. So the morning that she had a baby, she had to get told that her brother had died. So but she had a little boy, and they called him Baby David.
Baby David.
So it's like, what's that royal family, isn't it?
Yeah.
Baby David. So that's nice in a way. We've got a birthday to celebrate as well as someone passing away.
And then his funeral was on the 1st of April.
April Fool's Day.
Which is April Fool's Day. And he was a fool. He used to fool around a lot. And it's actually you don't remember. It's your anniversary of when you met.
What's that?
Yeah, see, she doesn't remember. She's like...
So anyway, because he was a firefighter, all the firemen for many years since he passed, they go out every April the 1st. We do a pub crawl. They go up the cemetery in the morning, go and visit him.
And then we meet them.
And then we meet them for drinks and just remember. And it's so lovely to do that.
Yeah, that's
and now my daughter's old enough
she can
to come and join.
She came last year, didn't she?
Yeah, first time she came and joined us. So she's at that age now, she can drink and join in.
But they probably brought you closer together, like.
Yeah, and it's lovely. We had a pottery day the other day. She took me. We had a little pottery day, daughter and mummy and daughter day. It was lovely because she doesn't live at home anymore. But yeah, it's so lovely. But she's doing so well, isn't she?
Yeah, but it's just so nice that the fire brigade still celebrate after all these years. They do it every year without fail. They go out.
That is nice.
It's so nice, isn't it? And he was so lovely, Dave, wasn't he?
Yeah. So yeah, a bit of a downer on that.
Yeah, sorry about that.
So bring the mood back up.
Please do.
Were the moments that went wrong on Funhouse?
Not massively, I don't think. Do you know what? I think it's just people, like kids crashing into the scenery as they're going round, because obviously it went under the funhouse, the go-karts.
Yeah, not a lot.
So
really
obviously people
wrong.
would like, oh no, because they're not used to it. They've never driven a car if they're 11. But it's, things like that, or just not many slips and trips. Really.
No, mainly us. Like my shoulder dislocation.
But no, I think it was pretty damn good, really.
Yeah, so there's no juicy context, sorry.
No.
It was better than Get Your Own Bag.
I mean, how much preparation went into each episode? Was there a lot of preparation?
Oh, well, probably behind this. We were very good. We just turned up and everything was done for us, so I could imagine, like...
But obviously, during the show as well, like we said, is a lot of... It was so well organised, like the clearing up. Literally, all of a sudden, all these people came out from nowhere.
Yeah, the cameras would stop rolling. They'd roll back. Cleaners coming out the side doors with their buckets and mops, because there was no like big machine. It was literally just done by an old-fashioned mop and in their tabards, cleaning it on.
Yeah.
And they were quite old, these people, on their hands and knees, rubbing the
getting rid of
floor
the
dry
gunge.
and stuff. So that's why it took so long. There was no like massive machines sucking it all up, all the gunge.
And because the studio wasn't big enough to leave that game and go on to something else, that game had to go.
So we had the Funhouse there, and then we'd have one game here and then one game there, and the audience were there. But then they'd have to do this game,
clear that up,
run in the middle, they'd cut, then they'd clean that one, so you'd have to wait, and then we'd run into that game, and then this other game here would be set up, another game, because there's 3 games, or set up in front of the audience would be another
Kids
game.
used to love that because obviously they get a chance to be.
They're on the telly.
On the telly. So you've always got that one.
But the kids would always go try and look up our skirt, didn't they? Because we used to have to go in the audience,
into the audience
sometimes.
and count sometimes.
And count.
And obviously we wore little cheerleader
little
skirts.
rah-rah skirts. And the little kids are like,
Shorts underneath, I might add.
no, they've got
Yeah. Little shits, weren't they?
little perverts.
Yeah.
I mean, did you have any issues with the audience members? I mean, you mentioned about looking at your shirt, but shouting things out or anything like that?
No, because
No.
they're only cute. Like,
They were only
my
little.
friend fancies you.
They were cute. They were all right.
They're really sweet. Yeah.
they were quite good. They get bored because I think to them they've never seen a show been filmed, so it took longer, I think, than expected.
So they think, half an hour, great, we'll come into a studio, but they've got to sit
You got
through
the
everything.
teachers sitting there with them, and then they'd leave, and then another.
They had a
lot would come
voiceover
in.
guy, not a voiceover. You know, like for the audience.
Like a warm-up
Yeah.
guy.
So he used to like try and keep them occupied and stuff.
Yeah.
But
And we had obviously Gary King on. What's he on now? Is he on Smooth?
Heart, isn't he? Gary King,
radio
he's a DJ, but he did the voice, so he's the one who done.
Oh, right, okay.
It's wacky, you know.
And we
Fun
were on the
games.
Chris Moyle show a couple of years ago on Radio X.
It was
And
Guess the Guest. No, was it Guess the Guest?
No, that was this morning we did.
Oh yeah.
We did. We were on the Chris Moyle show.
Who are you? Ooh, ooh. And they had to ask us questions, and we weren't allowed to say yes
Who
or
we were,
no.
but I think Chris knew though. I think because obviously he's from round about the same age,
And he knows Pat Sharp quite well. They're
so
quite
I
good
think he
friends.
knew. So we're sitting there with Dom and everything in the studio, and then Gary King's studio was around the corner, so we went to see Gary while we were there. We hadn't seen him for years, have
No,
we?
because again, when we used to film the program, he would come in another different
And do
week
his
to
bits.
us to do his bit, and then when we finished filming everything, Pat would go home because he'd have other commitments. But then also he wasn't needed for this bit. It sounds really weird, but we would then advertise the prizes. So if whatever one you watched, I don't know if you watched it, but if there was a motorbike or a bike, we did the sitting
We'd
on
be
the bike
doing all
going.
the pictures.
Like what's it called? What's that game
OnlyFans.
show? No, not OnlyFans. Only Grands. Oh yeah.
Generation Game.
Yeah, you know what you're advertising the
Yes.
prizes, like, you know, or we'd have to like listen to they'd give us a what's the little like personal stereo.
Which pretend there's music. And join
Yeah,
us.
so we had
we
to
were on the
we would have
Generation
to
Game.
stand and do that.
But we used to
and
do
then,
that. We used to do before the audience and the contestants come in. We used to try out all the stuff first
With
So
Brucey.
with Bruce. So would be the pretend.
contestants.
Was it Bruce or was it Jim Davison?
No, Brucey.
Was it? And then we did play your cards right. Do you remember that? We had to go higher, lower. We had to pretend to be the contestants on that. And that was fun, wasn't it? We've done loads.
So you've worked some really big TV
We
names there.
have.
Yeah, we
Yes, we
have.
have, darling. And now you.
I'm sure about that. But I mean, one thing I was going to mention to you, over the years, it's come out about things what happened in the past in TV in the UK, especially the BBC, etc. Did you experience any? Did you experience
Unfortunately,
any?
not.
That's what I told her to say. No, I'm joking.
no.
There's no kind
We
of.
have been, I would say, very lucky. Like even,
Yeah, because we were probably in that era, weren't we?
well, yeah, like John Leslie, we did the pilot with him. No problem whatsoever. Absolutely fine. Maybe he just,
I don't even know what you got. No, we don't want to go there. But anyways, no, and obviously, I think thing is though, I don't think we did a lot for work for the BBC because there's only the BBC were known for it, weren't they? We were ITV mainly.
CITV
Yeah.
with Anton Deck. We met Anton Deck as well. I remember meeting them, right? So years ago.
We love Anton Deck.
Yeah, I love them so much. So years ago, they launched the first CITV online. Like, I mean, you think about that now, it's computers and all that thing, but they did their very first online thing. And Stephen Moorhan, we're friends with Stephen as well. So just name dropping there.
pick it up.
Yeah, just pick that up for me, please. Thank you. Ooh. And so we were and I always wanted to meet Anton Deck, and I'd love to meet them now again because I really ruined it the first time. So I was so nervous about meeting them that they came in while we were recording the studio, like, oh yes, we got the Funhouse, Stephen would say, we got the Funhouse Twins here. They're online, on the CITV website, And then Anton Deck came in the studio And they came in and with, hi, like really happy. And I was just like that, hello. And I was just like a...
You can't believe they're real.
I didn't, yeah.
I think she was like that when she met Peter Andre, because we did a programme called Text Santa.
Peter Andre.
And we were in this mock-up Christmas party, and we all had our Text Santas.
If I wasn't with my husband now, and Peter wasn't married with 5 children, and I didn't have my children, so basically in another life, I would be with Peter. I know we were meant to be together.
Yeah.
Because
he told you his marriage material, didn't he?
He told me everything.
This is when he was working for...
This is really awful,
When he was working for Iceland, and he was telling me about 20 sausage rolls.
What? What's that? I don't remember that.
I remember that. You were talking to Peter Andre, and he went, he's probably telling her about 20 sausage rolls for 99p. Iceland special. I remember that. I remember.
But I was really, really pregnant with my daughter. And I remember when I walked in up the stairs. So I'm really heavily pregnant, walking out with my case, and the door opens, and Peter is there. Pete, as I like to call him. I think I prefer Peter. And I was just like that. Hello. Like that. And I quickly ran into the toilet, rang my husband and went, oh my God, you're never going to guess who's here. And he's like, what? What's happened? I went, it's only bloody Peter Andre. Because he knows I really like him. And he was like, oh God. Anyway, and this round's, I kind of wish I wasn't pregnant, because then I would look better. But I was very pregnant, very bloated, but he was so lovely. And we both had a tattoo removed because he wasn't with Katie, and he had that tattoo, didn't he, of Katie on his... Do you not know that? Is it just me being a stalker? So he had a tattoo of his ex-wife there, and I had a tattoo on my ring finger, which I hated. And we were going, I got mine removed, and I got mine. We were just chatting, and I've got pictures of him kissing me, not like snogging, kissing on the cheek. And they're on my...
Yeah, we deleted them once.
But oh my God,
You're in the cupboard.
I just love him.
Yeah,
He is just lovely.
yeah, he is. So yeah, so we have done a loads of little.
He won't know
varied
who I
things.
am, but Peter, if you're watching,
We also met the Spice Girls.
yes, we did. When obviously, did we mention Funhouse was
Did Dave mention
nominated
he wasn't put up with for an award?
for a National Television Award?
Yeah.
Funhouse was nominated for a National Television Award. Get Your Own Back wasn't, but we were nominated. We went there.
At the Albert Hall.
Albert, was it there? I don't remember. Anyway, sitting 4 rows from the front.
We thought we've got to win. We've obviously won.
We're right
Put
at
us
the
on
front.
the end as well.
Ready to get up and take our award. And they showed a clipping of Funhouse and everything. And we were up against Top of the Pops.
Yeah,
Blue
it was Peter.
Blue Peter, Top of the Pops, and us and something else. I can't remember. Anyway, Top of the Pops won. Spice Girls got up. They were in the queue.
They were there to get the thingy for
They picked up
trophy.
the Top of the Pops one. And then we went to the after show party, and we got talking to them, and it was so lovely.
But it was so nice because they were like, "Oh my God, we used to watch Funhouse," and you're like,
And we're like, you're the
"What the
Spice
hell?"
Girls.
Yeah, crazy.
Again,
so even
starstruck.
we're starstruck from that.
So do you realise how special Funhouse was? How iconic
I
it was?
don't think we did. I think we do now.
Yeah,
As you get older and people
because
are
obviously
still,
people have grown up with you and they're a similar age to
what
us.
is it, 30 years? 40,
Yeah.
40 years it was on? I can't do
Years
maths.
ago.
Many years ago. But people still talk about it. You know, I know that Chris Moores talks about it on his show, and other, you know, it is still out there. And I think because there is very much nostalgia, people talking about old times, and that is always one of the shows they always talk about. Always. It's really resonated in somebody's head. It's like,
But
like
even
you,
people now will say, "Why don't they bring it back?" And you just think, would it work? But I think yes, it would, especially for Saturday
I think
night.
it could work.
I think we could be the new Ant and Dec
With
on a
us,
Saturday night
we
TV.
could do it a bit more grown up. We could do an
Yeah.
adult one, but not rude adult, fun adult.
Yeah. Would
I
you
know-
be up
I
for
know
it?
we're
Would you be a
getting-
contestant?
I'd be a contestant.
I know
yeah,
we're
I'd
getting
love
on a
to.
bit, but I still think we could do it. I could still jump up and down.
And I can still
I
count
have
to
to wear
10.
3 sports bras or something now. But
Ooh.
yeah,
We aches and pains.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Have a couple of Nurofen at the side of the behind the camera, and St John's ambulance in the corner.
Yeah.
It'd be all right.
Beautiful.
How did you find out it was coming to an end?
I think they told us. I think we'd celebrated the 10 years.
Yeah,
and
and
they
then
did a
obviously
birthday
we
cake
had
in
the
the
contract.
studio. And then I think we'd signed the 1 year contract after, and I think they were honest and they just said, look, the ratings, I think we might have got like 6.7
when it was at its best,
million viewers,
10 point
maybe
something,
more.
wasn't it?
I don't know, but it was really popular. But I think as Pokemon was coming out and new things were coming in, and people's tastes changed, don't they?
Just realised, talking about Pokemon,
What?
connected to Japan. Did you read that we had an album out?
Oh, that's my next lot of questions. So
you've
well
just
done.
Spoil it, Mabel.
Sorry.
Mel. Mabel. I keep calling her
You
Mabel.
can cut there if you like.
No. So yeah,
Can't you?
I found a dodgy video.
What, a dodgy video?
Well, no, the heels you had on in this music video.
Funhouse.
They're Buffalo trainers. We got those.
We got them because the Spice Girls wore them. We thought they
loved
look cool.
them.
We
We
want to
loved
look cool. So we got them. Whether we look cool or not, I don't know.
So after Funhouse, you went into music.
Yeah, so Funhouse, we were doing music when Funhouse,
We
on
were
our last
recording.
year of Funhouse.
We were recording the tracks for the album.
So we'd play some to Pat in our dressing
even though
room.
we didn't want to hear it.
No. He was tied up. gagged.
Listen!
Just listen to us. It's all about us.
Yeah.
So we were in the middle of like recording studio our album, and then we did it because we got approached about that actually. So it's a really weird story. So when we were doing the Generation game, or it might have been Play Your Cards Right, there was a guy in the audience who was also an extra, but did music.
Oh, right, yeah.
And it was Bronze.
I didn't realise, yeah.
And Bronze, we got chatting, and you were also. Oh, I'll get back to that in a minute. So he approached us and said, "Oh yeah, I do music," and we thought,
yeah, of course you do.
Of course you do, yeah,
Because you
just-
get a lot of people, I'll do that.
yeah,
And you then,
I can do that for you. You come, you come along, and we thought, oh yeah, he's talking rubbish.
Yeah.
So, but whatever happened, and then we met him in his house, but he was still lived with his mum, but he had a studio in his bedroom. So we went and we did some singing or whatever, and he had his keyboard and he all set up. But then he was starting out, I guess, but
he started writing songs for Steps and Lisa Scott Lee.
Yeah, so
from
he's
Steps,
done some good music.
and some probably other tracks, but I don't
And
know.
so it led to that. Then we went into the studio. We went with it because we had nothing to
We
lose.
recorded
really.
in Welling in Kent,
In
and
a
then
studio,
in
and
a
then-
studio, and then for some reason they got hold of. We got a publishing deal.
with Avex in Japan. We couldn't get a record deal here.
We tried.
We did try, but the manager we were with at the time just wasn't. It wasn't us, of course. We were amazing. It's not down to us. It was down to our manager at the time. We don't feel he was pushy enough, so we sang for Pete Waterman. We sang the song "Moving On." Do you remember it?
Yeah.
And then as we left, our manager said, "Don't know why you don't get Steps to do this on their next album." And I was standing there thinking,
Yeah, cheers for that.
you're meant to be promoting
We also
us.
tried to
And
get
it was
in
on
with
their next
Simon
album.
Cowell.
We sang,
I
he
think-
listened to our music.
Very
and
hard.
we also met.
So we thought we'd try Japan.
So we also, who else? Who's the guy that did? Wasn't Martin Fuller?
Oh no, it was the one Simon Fuller.
Not Simon Fuller, no. It was another guy that did another girl band.
I don't know.
And then he said, "Oh no, we've got a band out called the Girl Thing," so he couldn't have a twin thing.
Yeah, because that's what it was called, ATC.
So anyway,
twin
we
thing.
managed to get a deal for Japan. But to be fair, I think Japanese take anyone. And when we arrived, everybody was like, "Shampoo!" Do you remember Shampoo?
Yeah.
They were going, "Shampoo,
we're in
shampoo."
trouble.
We're like, "No,
So we went over there
ATT."
3 times. We did our all the press release over there, concerts with the Gunge Boys.
We recorded our video over there
Yeah.
in studio and out on the
Streets.
streets. Yes, we went 3 times there, and it was great. We went into their record shops. We saw our album up.
And the record company that signed us had their own sort of restaurant and nightclub, so we'd go and perform there with the microphones here with the backpack. But yeah,
That was
it was
good.
lovely. We had a translator with us the whole time we went there. They'd fly us there, stay. It was a lovely time. I mean, again,
What an opportunity.
Yeah, it was incredible.
We're, sorry, not 16. We are, 29, 28, 29?
were we?
Yeah, because we finished when we were around about, I think 30.
So yeah, we
kind of
went to
stopped.
Tower Records in Tokyo.
Wow.
Saw our album there in the reduced section. No, it wasn't. But
in the bargain bucket.
yeah,
No, and do you know what? It was really good. we just had such
It was
a
just
lovely
something,
time.
we just enjoyed doing it. And at the end of the day, if it didn't take off, we didn't cry about it. You know, we had our chance, we did it.
And
We were a pop star for that little
little
moment.
In Japan.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Arigato gozaimasu. There you go.
And what we were number one over there on the record. They did
most requested play
on their
of
radio
tracks of this particular radio station, and they gave us a printout for it. I think you've got it.
And then we
We
did.
were above, Britney, Backstreet Boys. So to have it on ATT, a twin thing.
And then we went on CITV, because we used to go on CITV. We sang on there as well. And we always used to go with Stephen and Danielle.
Yeah.
And they presented us with a disc because we were number one over there. So that was really good. It was just really good times, wasn't it?
Yeah, amazing times.
Do they still play the song over there?
Oh, we don't know, because also over there they have like compilation and like when we get Now One, all that blah blah blah. Not so much now.
Are they still out?
I don't know, but
Now,
they have.
do you remember those? Now records?
Compilation albums. So one of the tracks from our album would be on this. So it was like a party mega mix. So some of the bands that were well known over there.
We did a gig with the
Venga Boys. Yeah, they did like going to Ibiza.
Who else were we with?
Oh, they probably weren't known in the UK.
Oh,
But there was bands obviously trying to get out there as well. But yeah, like a girl group was similar at the time to Spice Girls, but
yeah, we did.
again, they were in Japan, so again, it's like, but we were happy at the end of the day. We wanted to sing. We really wanted to get an album out,
And we can
and
sing.
we've got an album out. It's CD, you know, whether.
And
You know what I
number one.
Yeah.
It was the most requested
matter where
play.
it is, right?
Even been in a hotel and listening, and we couldn't understand what they were saying apart from when they say,
They go,
keep on bumping ATT.
ATT.
And you're like, oh, that's our song. Because before that, it's blah, blah, blah,
So
blah.
before phones, obviously, because we didn't have mobile phones, that's when we first saw our first tiny little mobile phone, wasn't it, in Japan? Do you remember? And we took a video camera, so we do have video footage of somewhere, you know, like the little handheld video cameras. And because we didn't have a phone, we were in our hotel room getting ready, and we had the radio on in the hotel.
You have one between
next
your
to our
bed,
beds.
yeah.
And you hear this, keep on pumping. And we were like, oh, shit. So I quickly got my camera and I'm literally
Filming.
video recording a radio box
Just so you
because
can
it's
hear.
got our song on it. But that is, we were just literally getting up in the morning and getting ready and that was on. It was just
But
amazing.
it's so lovely
Yeah.
to have gone there and had the opportunity.
And we went to Disneyland in Tokyo, didn't we?
Yeah,
Disney
that was one
World,
of our
whatever
little
you call
days
it.
out.
They treated
on our
us
day
to
off.
that.
But yeah, it was just so lovely just to have that. We done it.
I mean, it's cheesy. It's cheesy pop of its time. It was good.
I think it was
The
good.
songs were good. The songwriters were good. So
I bet you've still got like a Japanese following over there you don't know about.
I don't know.
I don't know, because also like it was, I don't know if it's still available now, but it was available on iTunes and Spotify.
And if I used to ask my Alexa or smart speaker, whatever you're allowed to say, play whatever, it would play it, but I don't think it probably would now.
Did you ever get any royalties from it?
No.
Oh, we did. I think
A
very
little
little.
bit, but not much.
I think we got ripped off, to be honest.
Yeah, less said about that than better.
Okay, so because you were a young age, did you find you were taken advantage of by the industry?
Probably yes, but we also signed a contract with, you know, Stock, Aitken and Waterman. Well, Stock and Aitken, they split up with Pete, and they brought their own record
that when we
contract
went
out.
to
Yes, and
Spain?
we signed that contract, didn't we?
We recorded a few tracks in Estepona, and
In where?
in Estepona near Marbella. Don't you remember that?
Sounds like a cheese.
Estepona. Stinky cheese. Don't you remember?
Yeah, I do remember.
Yeah.
So I mean, honestly, the stuff really, we could write a book.
We've done a lot.
We have done a lot, but so we signed a contract with Stock and Aitken, but it wasn't with him, it wasn't them. And then this is our luck. We signed it, then they went bankrupt, so nothing came off it. However, we went to their studio and we got all the like solicitors to sign the contract, but nothing came off it. And then for some reason, I don't know how it happened, we met this other guy who promised us the world, promised us he could take us to London, to Marbella, wherever, and get us a record deal. And we went. We flew off. Our parents let us go. Never knew this guy. We even stayed at his house, didn't we?
Yeah, lovely house. We
stayed at
his
this
housemaid. He had a maid and everything.
No, not that house. The guy that took us there, the old guy.
I don't remember that.
We stayed at his house he had this normal house. Stayed in his bedroom.
In England?
Yes. And
Shut up.
Honestly. Honestly,
Sounds dodgy.
I know. And then we flew over and then
God we're
stayed
here
in
to
this.
tell.
Yeah, I know. And then stayed in this beautiful villa,
Swimming pool,
top of the hill. Prince was living over the hill there. It was absolutely stunning. He had a cook, a cleaner, and then do you know Rob Davis from Mud? He was like the ginger curly one, and so we were shown a picture of him by that old guy. Do you know him? And we went, yeah. We've never met him in our life, but we pretended because we thought it's going to get. You've got to lie sometimes to get in your foot in the door. So we said, yeah, we know him. Anyway, we got there.
and he was there.
He was there, the guy from Mud, and he went, "You know him?" And we were like, "No." And he went, "It's Rob David." We went, "Oh yeah, you look different. Got different hair." We'd never met him, but we lied to. Anyway, he wrote us 3 songs. He wrote them
I don't
really
even know
quick.
what happened to them. Actually, they're really good songs.
I've still got them,
and they sent us to do choreography.
Yeah, they paid for everything. They paid for us to dance routines, and then the old guy went, "I'll get you on this TV show. I'll get you on this TV show." And I turned round like an idiot and went, "We don't want to be on TV. We've been on TV. We just want to make a record. We want to make music." But of course, I guess getting on TV was the start of making music. But anyway, none of that happened.
We had a little taster of it.
We had a little taster of it,
and it was fun.
And it was fun. We got 3 songs. Nothing got released, but nothing. We didn't pay for.
But we got the
anything.
album, so.
And we came home and heard nothing else. It was just really weird.
But weren't like, oh no, nothing disheartened about it. It's just,
like, oh, well.
It's just one of them things. It didn't work out. Next.
So after the fame, so to speak, what happened next?
We
just
went
got
into normal jobs, I guess. Now,
mummies.
we've never done normal jobs. So, like Mel said, from the very beginning, from a young age, we've done entertainment from a very young age, whether you know it or not. Because
I mean, it was quite lucky. We didn't actually have to work in a normal job, like most people have to. But we were quite lucky.
But that was normal to us. That was our normal.
We didn't really have time for a normal job. But then as things were like quietening down, you just think, well, money's not going to come in now. So we thought, and also, I don't want to stay at home. Do you know what I mean? We were
getting older. We didn't have the drive that we did at first. So we got to a certain age. It must have been about 30,
obviously, when you
29,
meet
30.
someone, you do want to settle down. And I had my daughter.
We'd bought a house together at first, and we just both sat there and said, "Do you want to do this anymore?" And Mel was like, "No." And I said, "Well, no, actually, I don't either." So we stopped.
Because I think I think because of what happened in Japan, it probably, don't know. You just think, oh, is it ever going to happen?
It didn't happen.
Because that was our last string of the bow that we wanted to do. And we kind of, in our sense, we did it.
And we were getting older.
We have got an album to prove. We got it. We could listen to it,
But so we got normal jobs. So we started off waitressing, didn't we? Our brother was a chef in The Little Chef.
Do you remember The Little Chefs?
You get the lollipop at the end, right?
So he got us
Olympic breakfast and the early starter.
He got us
We were just
a
waitressing.
job there, waitressing, part-time. So we used to do the morning shift, didn't we? With him, and finish by whatever 2 or something silly. And we loved it. Absolutely loved it, because we weren't used to doing a normal job. To us, it was like, again, I suppose, being on stage. Always happy. Like the customers would come in and go, "God, why are you so happy so early?" We'd be like, "Oh, morning.
This is us. Like,
come on in."
That's how we are all the time. And I think, and now I work for Wetherspoons, so I work there. And I love it. I've been there for years, and it's just great. I don't see it as work. I just see it, and I just get paid to talk.
I mean, there was an article about that, wasn't there, a few years ago about how you...
That's it. It's because it was just, again, one of my managers is quite young. Most of them are young there. But she happened to mention it to the press at Spoons, and they picked up on it.
Right.
And it literally just went a bit crazy.
Yeah.
And they just couldn't believe the fact that I was, but it's lovely. Even my boss is like, he used to watch it obviously back in the day and when he interviewed me for the job, but I just love it because I just don't see it as work. I'm very lucky to do the hours I want to do, and I just think I'm working with friends, and I am really, really loud. And I love it.
I work for Clarins Skincare, which you can tell. And I've been with them 16 years and I love it. I love selling the creams. I work part-time because obviously I've got the kids. I did start off full-time, then I had the children, but now I just do part-time. I do like 3 days a week. I'm going to try and go down to 2, say 3 days, do 4 hours a day.
It's tough
Being a mum. But so I do like 10 till 2, 3 days a week, but I'm going to knock down to 2 days a week. I'm going to try and knock down to 2 because with obviously my son having Down syndrome and he's autistic, which is very common in Downs, but as he's getting older, he is becoming more trickier to look after and manage. And it is, having a child with a disability is really a full-time job.
It's just full on. I don't know. Even when I see him over at Christmas, or
it's just full. You don't sit down and relax.
It's constant. Which more obviously children are constant, but even more.
No, but he's
so
13. So a typical 13-year-old would be probably like climbing trees, riding bikes, getting themselves dressed, getting themselves washed. He can't do any of that. So I have to still dress him, put his shoes on, clean his teeth. He didn't eat lumps till he was 6, so I was feeding him and he's still now with certain foods, has to have certain foods. So it is a massive full-time job. So doing my 12 hours a week, I want to knock down to 8 because I'm struggling. And I think also since our dad passed away in August, I've struggled with that. With I know people mention mental health, but it's a massive loss to us.
Even Christmas was weird this year because you didn't realise how much of an impact obviously your dad makes, but until you're in the house and you're like, oh, he's not going to walk through the door, and you're like,
and it's just it's really. And I yesterday I had a really bad day, and Monday I had a really bad day. Just broke down in tears on Monday because you just realise that they're not coming back. And I ring my mum, and normally my dad's in the background. I'm like, hi, Daddy. And he's like, hello, darling. But he's not. Even just buying a card at Christmas. I had to buy a Christmas card that just says to Mum. And that was really horrible because normally it's Mummy and Daddy.
But my mum still signed the pictures, the presents from Mum and Dad.
And I like that.
Oh, it was sweet, though, to read the label from Mummy and Daddy.
I always say to people, I'm visiting my parents. Because my dad will always, even though he's not here, he'll always be part of our lives.
He's got his ashes at home, so he's...
And on my necklace then.
Yeah, I've got some.
He's with us all the time.
Yeah, no, it's, we have done a lot of things, and even now, doing the job we do, my boss is great if I ever need, when things do come up, we've got gigs coming up, and you just say, I need this day off or time off, and it's just...
And I don't work enough days to get the day off, so I am already off, But
it's still nice to have that flexible time. And if anything did come of something, because I want to do Strictly. You don't, do
She
you?
wants to do Strictly.
I love to do Strictly Come
You'd have
Dancing.
to do it together, wouldn't you?
I know, but we'd
yeah.
have to compete against each other, which is fine. But I'd love to do that. And I know that would be great.
See, I wouldn't mind doing Big Brother. I wouldn't do the Jungle. No. Although they're not making Big Brother anymore.
Are they not?
Apparently, I heard on the news they're cancelling it, which actually is a bit of a shit show.
What about Love Island?
Yeah, but we're married.
Practically, I'm not married, but...
And they're not doing grannies, are they? I mean, come on.
The one that we'd be suited to is the new First Dates Beach Hotel, where they're all sorts of ages.
No, there's a new show, isn't there, with older people? Doesn't Davina McCall, My Mum, Your Dad?
Oh, yeah.
But we're both in relationships now, so...
So, no, not that.
No. Don't know what you were thinking. How stupid.
But reality, yeah, I wouldn't mind doing it, even if you get
I think Jungle...
the stigma.
Pat's done the Jungle.
Yeah, Pat did the Jungle.
If Pat can do the Jungle, I think we should do the Jungle. I'm not keen, because I don't really like lots of creepy crawlies, but what an experience that would be.
Amazing.
It'd be the first twins, I imagine, on it.
Yeah, they've not had any.
Did they?
But would anyone know us? This is how I fight.
Yeah, but I hardly knew anyone on there this year.
Didn't you?
Did you not?
Yeah,
I knew.
I mean-
You got Jack Osborne.
Yeah, I knew him.
I didn't know Ginge, or I knew, who's the other guy, the rapper?
H.
I'd heard of him because he's got a sister with Down syndrome, so I'd already knew that, and I knew that he'd written a song about her. I don't know who else was on there.
It was okay. Do you know what? I didn't mind it. But again, I don't think it has been as bad as it has in many years on. So we might, if we were to go on it, we might get away lightly. I won't tell them I don't like spiders, because that always happens if you tell
just
them.
have, and if this gets out and they hear this.
Oh, shit, yeah. I love them.
The more the merrier. Bring it on.
Well, also about your dad. I mean, he must have been very proud having that
proud.
performing background himself, and then seeing you go on
Yeah,
and
definitely.
be so successful.
He was so proud.
Yeah, I
And-
think that's what it.
And actually, when Mabel got into modelling, obviously he's the one standing there. I was at their house that time, and he's going, "Go on, tell him." He would, oh my God! I mean, he thinks all his grandchildren are gorgeous, honestly. But at the time when the agency rang, he's like, "Go on, tell him about Mabel," because he could just see she's beautiful. And when I'd show him pictures of her, and he'd be like, "Oh, she's so beautiful." He was such a proud dad. I cannot fault that, the support and everything, and my mum. But my dad would just tell everybody, "You've only got to go shopping."
Yeah.
Or waiting in the doctors.
You're like, Dad, please, no, I'm proud and I'm going to tell
I
them.
want to tell them. They should know. And he's going, "Do you know that show, Funhouse?"
And they're like, yeah. And they'll be like, no way.
It's my daughters.
Yeah.
You know, and he was so proud. And he
was
would
lovely.
just, and it's so lovely. So I think now we need to just tell everybody. So guys, you know Funhouse? We're the twins from Funhouse.
That's what I was going to say to you about your legacy. How do you feel what your legacy is?
Yeah, I love it.
When we talk to you, right? So we've never really had a massive discussion about our life. Sometimes I'd love to write an autobiography because, to be fair, I know we're not up there with the top A-listers.
But we've
we've certainly
done a lot.
And obviously there's stuff that we haven't disclosed, and we probably would never, things in life that we all go through, or some people go through. But in a book, when you're doing an autobiography, it's bare all, isn't it? And I actually would love to do that because we do have a lot to put out there. And I think it would be a really good read. I really do.
I'd buy it.
I'd buy yours.
Would you? Yeah. I'd buy yours.
That's
I
two.
want discount those.
Yes.
2 for the price of 1. But I think...
I'll wait till Black Friday.
You're so rude. I'd wait till the charity shop. I love a charity shop. But yeah, I think we never really realised how Funhouse is out there. But being asked, when you asked us to come here, it's nice. It's nice to go, "Oh my God, they like."
But also how much is spoken about even now. Not just in general life. There's always some person that will go,
It'll come up.
"You never told me you were on Funhouse." Well, I'm not going to go.
She hasn't got a puffer jacket on that day.
I weren't wearing red that day. I didn't have my pom-poms. But yeah, no, it's just really odd how it will come up in day-to-day
God,
life.
imagine if we turned up in our red and yellow. Did you expect us to?
I didn't know what to expect.
You could have asked, baby. We would have been there.
Pom-poms.
I didn't want it to sound creepy. Right? I say, "Oh, can you turn
Can
up
you
in a
wear
twin
your
outfit?"
Wear your red and yellow uniform.
What are you wearing?
I mean, has anyone
Can you
ever
bring some
booked you
Gunge?
for anything dodgy like that? I mean, that's what Dave Benson Phillips said. There's a big movement of, I don't know what they call them, gungers, who request people to gunge them.
we did have. We used to be on these, those sites that.
Excuse me.
You know those sites that have you
sorry.
can pay for somebody to leave a birthday message or
Oh,
something.
Cameo.
Yeah,
something
Cameo
like
or
that.
Celeb
It wasn't
VM, we do.
Cameo,
We
it
do
was
Celeb VM.
wasn't it? We don't do it now anyway, or we don't get any requests. So bring them in. And so we used to do that, and someone requested to see our belly buttons. We didn't
No,
because
we don't have any.
they're down here.
How strange.
Yeah, so we haven't really.
Or they'll
had,
get you to say something, and you're like, "We know where you're coming from.
yeah,
Come on."
And we have done those because they are like innuendos and
Yeah,
things. And
but it's fun.
we don't mind doing that because
Daniel wants us to say whatever, blah blah blah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's fun. And we are quite easygoing as well.
Yeah.
So, and I know this is going way off this conversation, but when people take things to heart, you've got to be so careful these days of what you
can say and
can't say that. But if somebody just women sometimes go, "Oh, I don't like it when people wolf whistle you." We used to get, I think it's great. If
It
someone
don't happen now.
No, I know. That's what I mean. I think it's great. If somebody did it now, I'd be like, "What? Thanks." And then I look around, there's a lovely blonde down there, about 20.
How would you feel if someone did that to your daughter, though?
Yeah.
See,
Yeah,
my daughter's still too young, so I don't know. But I do think the world's gone a bit bonkers, personally, with everything. I love Ricky Gervais, but some stuff that he gets told off for saying. But I love him because I think he's saying everything we're all thinking. Because we all want, like I said to you before, I think I've got truth Tourette's. I just like put it out there. I mean, we did a we did a gig with Pat, didn't we? What? And I got really drunk. What was it? Rock one.
Yeah, we don't need to go there.
And I
you
went
just
on
got really
stage,
drunk and said something quite inappropriate
and I said something
on
a bit
stage.
Inappropriate on stage.
At a family day, so.
And it was a family, like families. I didn't really think about the families.
But she'd had too many Pims, and I kept saying to her, drink water. Martina, we're going on stage in a minute. Drink some water.
But why can't you just say...
She
it was all in jest.
Free
It wasn't
bar.
really rude, but it was just in jest. But it was all right. I think it went a bit quiet, and then we got rushed off. But apart from that, it's all right.
Escorted out. Never to come back. But it's fine.
We didn't get escorted out.
No, we didn't.
Has there been someone who's been the worst to work with? Like someone on
think we
TV?
have.
We've been really like her.
Oh, actually, yeah, you.
She's a fucking babe.
Yellow twin. Michael McIntyre.
No, you can't say that.
Well, he was not that friendly.
I thought you have truth Tourette's.
That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say any more. He's a lovely guy, but I didn't think he was very friendly when we met him.
He wasn't very friendly.
And I thought,
I
could have
love
been.
Michael McIntyre.
So do I. And I was quite
I've been
excited
to
to
see
meet
him.
him.
I've spent money, good frigging money, on tickets to see that man. I've even sat at the front. Now, those tickets aren't cheap.
And when you meet
And
him in
that's the way
person,
you repay them.
I just thought he might have been a bit more nicer.
Kinder and nicer.
But didn't you meet him at like 1 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah,
Doesn't
but
matter.
Doesn't matter. We're
It's
there
his
doing
show,
his
baby.
show.
Yeah.
My thing is, we're making his show, aren't we? We're all there to make his. If he didn't have us lot, not just us, but
On that
everyone there,
midnight game show.
he wouldn't have had that show.
That's all I'm saying. But I don't think we've met really anyone that's...
That was horrible.
No.
I'm trying to think now.
Who's been the best?
Pat. Because we've worked with him for so long, haven't we?
Yeah. And Stephen Mulhern.
Oh,
he's
and
great.
Stephen.
He's
Stephen's
great
great.
what he does. I like him. He's
Yeah,
good
he's
friend.
really good. And
Yeah.
very friendly, very grounded, very nice.
Yeah.
Bit like you.
Oh, thank you. I love Stephen Melhern.
Yeah, he's
I
really
feel he
nice
doesn't
guy.
get the credit he deserves.
No, do you know what? He's
no,
lovely.
he doesn't. He is so, and he's genuine.
On
So
and off camera, he's exactly the
He's
same.
exactly the same.
He's not pretentious.
I love his humour. I mean, I know we've met Ant and Dec, but that was very briefly. But as I say, I could imagine they're very grounded. They're very popular and they're brilliant at what they do. And you can see they're natural because you can see when someone's faking it, can't you, on telly or
Yeah.
something. But they are actually natural. And I can imagine they'd be very similar to Stephen because they're friends, aren't they, Stephen and Ant and Dec? But I think, I'd really love just to have that opportunity to meet them again.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to because I just think
If
they're
only,
so
we had,
lovely.
if only Jim will fix it was still around. Now then.
Did you ever work with Jimmy?
No.
No.
Okay.
I wrote him a letter though.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
I'm going to do some word association with you now.
Go on.
Okay, so we'll take it into, you can flip between it.
Oh God.
So just a short, fast. The first
Go
thing
on.
that comes to your head, okay?
Yeah.
So we start with you. Funhouse.
Fun. Gunge.
Oh, that's the next one. Gunge.
Messy.
Fame.
Fortune.
Did you make a fortune through the work you did?
We
we
did
didn't
quite
too bad.
well. We managed to buy a house. We bought
At
a house
22.
together.
So that's
Wow,
not
We
too
moved
bad,
out
is
at
it?
22. We bought a house.
It's all gone tits up since then.
No,
not really.
it's all dried
We're
up.
all quite happily in
And
our
we're going through the
houses.
menopause and it's all dried up.
Yeah. We are going through the menopause.
So, it's funny, the menopause, people don't talk about it enough.
No.
They don't.
And it's like a bad
But you know
word,
what?
isn't it?
Yeah,
And
but you know what? I love it. It's great. Anytime you're angry, menopause. Anytime you're not feeling great, it's the menopause.
Forgetful,
I can't help it.
menopause.
Forgetful, menopause.
Clumsy.
Menopause. You just literally can blame
No, do
everything
you know
on
what
it.
though? The menopause, I have to say, I know in years and years and years ago, they just got on with it. And we do get on with it. But oh my God, what a change of my life going through menopause. I'm on HRT now.
Me too.
But you didn't think you could have this discussion, did you? How awkward do you feel now?
No, and it shouldn't be an awkward thing to talk about though, right?
No, it's not.
It should be-
I like it.
And I think it's only right that you should talk about it. And like I remember Davina did that show, And that was brilliant. When that came out, I think it just...
I never saw it. I kept meaning to watch it.
It was fab. And everything she was saying, like when they say brain fog, oh my God. I literally, when I was started to go through the menopause, I was feeling sluggish, tired, couldn't remember anything. Like, especially when you've got young kids, because I'm an older mum, like PE days, parents' evening, I'd forget everything. And then I
have to do a shopping list.
Yeah, I always forget it.
Every time.
I write it,
forget
but
it.
then I forget it.
Yeah.
I leave it at home.
No, I do it on my phone, but then I still forget the thing that I actually went for and buy everything else that I didn't need to buy. But I buy it anyway. That's what I do.
But when I went on HRT, I felt like Mary Poppins. Literally, my whole, whoa, felt like I could fly. Just give me a brolly.
Yeah.
Good.
Right, carry on your fire question, because I feel like we've just gone off the...
Tandem.
Childhood. I can't remember whose turn it was.
It's your turn.
Fabulous, darling.
Pat Sharp.
The best.
It's my turn.
Sorry.
Brilliant.
The mullet.
Awful. Actually, it was great at the time.
Did it annoy you that he had better hair than you?
Yeah, but ours was fake probably at the time. So
We did have fake hair.
yeah. But yeah, his hair was pretty good.
You had fake, what do you mean you had fake hair?
We had extensions.
Right.
Back in the day. They'd pay for us to have our hair done. The TV.
And then you had braids, didn't you, at one point?
Oh my
They
God,
didn't like
yeah.
them.
No.
No, we
just
didn't
went-
ask them to do that. We didn't ask. We did it. And then when we got there,
It was like,
we knew they didn't like
that's
it.
going to take a few hours to get out.
So they left it for that series, I think.
Yeah.
And then we didn't have them. Actually, maybe that's why we didn't carry on. What year was that?
I don't know. We were trying to, because obviously we thought at the time,
Well, we were doing our
going
music
through. We were
then.
going
When
through
we did
music.
our braids,
yeah,
we were doing our music.
That
So
was
we were trying to get
look.
an image for our music. So that's why we went for the braids. I
Yeah.
loved the braids. Didn't have to wash
But you
your
must
hair.
have watched the video you said about with the shoes and
Yeah.
stuff. We were wearing silver
Did we have our
trousers,
braids
black.
then?
I can't remember. I just looked at the shoes. The shoes took I think they filled the whole screen.
I've
the
still
shoes.
got them.
So have I.
I still got those. They are they're
yeah.
not lovely, but they were great at the time.
My friend's daughter put them on
I
the other
loved
day.
them because they made me feel so much taller. And I hate being small.
I hate being too tall.
Do you?
Yeah.
How tall are you?
Yeah, but you get...
I'm
do you
6'3".
6'3".
I don't know what I am because you get shorter as you get older.
I'm
I'm not sure
five-
if that's a myth.
I'm 5'4". I used to be 5'4" and 3/4, but now I'm just 5'4".
I hate going to like a theatre, right?
Oh,
sit
you're in
down.
the front.
And someone's sat behind me.
I hate
Do you
people
know
like
what?
you.
That happened to me. Me and my daughter went to see McFly last year at Dreamland, and there was a guy standing in the bloody way. Didn't think of me and my daughter behind, did he?
Why is it my fault though if I'm stood in front
Well,
of you?
it could have been you, but I don't know if it was you.
I did go to Dreamland last
Oh,
year.
that's right then.
We used to sneak into Ben Bombs. It was
Ben
called at the time.
Bom
Yeah,
We used to
Brothers.
sneak in around the side through the multi-story.
We advertised that.
Yeah, I've got a flyer somewhere. We advertised it coming back when it was wristbands.
We went out the night before. Do you remember?
No.
We were drunk on that carousel, and every time we were...
Would have been drunk.
No, we
the
felt
next
sick.
day.
We were ill.
Oh.
We got drunk. So we got drunk the night before, knowing full well we were going to Dreamland to get
And
these
they put us on a
They put us
thing.
on that horsey thing. And of course, the camera's like where you are. So we'd go... And then when we were out the camera, we were like, Jesus Christ. And then as soon as we came back round
Because
again...
we're professional,
and
you
then
know.
when we came round ready for the camera, we'd be like... like that. And we were... It was... Do you not remember? Oh my God, yeah. Literally, we'd be like that. When
I don't really drink now, so...
I don't drink that much now.
No.
What is it when you get older? Do you drink?
I don't really drink now. Only when I'm at conferences
Yeah.
and something like that. Like peer
I think,
pressure
oh,
drinks.
it sounds a good
Yeah.
idea when I go out with the girlies. Went to an over 60s. Not yet.
That's Saga, isn't it?
Get with Saga Cruise. An over 30s day disco. That is the way forward.
Oh, I'd love
I
to
was
do that.
home in bed by 8:30.
Do you know
my
what? I'd
God,
love to do a day
wasted.
disco.
8:30 in the evening. Brilliant.
I'd like to do a day disco.
Yeah, it's the way forward
It
now.
is now for us oldies,
Yeah.
golden oldies.
ITV.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is this a quick one? ITV. Well, it's a fabulous channel and brilliant because they did Funhouse.
The BBC.
Boo. No, because Dave likes them, doesn't he?
Yeah, so it's not very good, is it? Beeps. They've had some bad press, haven't they? Really
Being twins.
brilliant,
Bloody brilliant.
bloody brilliant. What about those twins?
Run!
Ryan said, "Run."
He's got a gun. Do you remember that?
Yeah, do you never remember the twins? That
The Australian
was on the
twins
news?
always spoke together.
Oh, shit.
They always spoke together.
They said the same thing. Yeah. Do you not know? Do you not hear about that?
Oh.
No.
There was a story about these Australian twins, and I mean, it was obviously put on, but apparently they speak the same.
Same.
Children's TV today.
Rubbish. Oh, it's awful. There isn't children's
It's
TV
only
now.
cartoons now. I mean, I don't watch kids' TV, but you.
Oh, so
Have it on in
it's
your
Peppa
house.
Pig, which we like still, because my son, although he's 13, he's
What
still.
about Evie Pig now, though? The new.
I've not seen the new one.
Oh, right, okay.
I think my son still watches the
They
old one.
introduced. She's obviously Mummy Pig had a
Baby,
baby.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've been to Peppa Pig World. We went this year. No, last year. Because my son's still into it. So my
Did you ever
daughter
see
went
her
with.
pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
No.
She went for scans and everything.
She didn't.
Yeah.
Wow.
So when we
Mr.
went
Bull
to
got
Peppa
married.
Pig World, who?
Mr. Bull got married. I had to go to the cinema to see that.
I thought he was married.
He got married to, well, obviously Mrs. Bull now, but there was there was
Taking up the road. That's Mr. Bull, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he
is
got married to
that?
Mrs. Cow. Miss Cow. He
Who's
got married
Miss Cow?
You have to. It was at the
That
cinema.
bitch.
I think she had a thing with Peter Andre too.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Don't
my
mention Pete.
God.
Pete, if you're listening. I know to get on.
No.
And he's
You
got lovely-
bond over a sausage roll.
Over Iceland, in Iceland.
Do you think he actually shops in Iceland?
No.
Who does?
I'd like to think he would, though. Actually,
Don't tell me you shop there.
no.
Oh.
Because I go to the range, and in the range, they've got an Iceland.
What?
In the range.
Yeah.
I love a range.
Really?
Christmas decorations in the range.
Oh, yeah.
So we go to the range, and we get, like, there's a range of stuff there. See what I do there?
Oh, my God.
See what I did there? See what I did there? And so we look at Christmas decorations and stuff, and they've got Iceland in there. And Greg's sausage rolls. Frozen,
they
obviously,
really?
because it's frozen, isn't it?
Didn't even
Iceland?
know that.
So no, I don't shop in Iceland.
Oh.
But what if you did?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Iceland.
Sorry.
What is wrong with you? God, you're so stuck up.
And Marks and Spencer's, darling, aren't I?
Oh, shut up.
After school TV, we've done that, haven't we? Pressure.
Points.
Pressure. Too much pressure.
I like it.
Forget that one. The 90s.
The best time ever.
Yeah. Absolutely brilliant.
It's gone downhill now.
Yeah. Just everyone was nicer, friendlier.
I should say Kids Today was going
Yeah.
to be the next one.
100% kids today.
Do you know what annoys me about kids today? Right, I'm now on my little high horse. The kids today, when you get...
Rude.
Yeah, but you get parents going, oh, yeah, they're not very good in social situations. Well, no, do you know why? Because they're always like this.
They are.
No one talks to each other.
Kids come in for food and they're just
And do you know
plonked
what
in front of
really
an
annoys me?
iPad.
Hang on a minute.
Sorry.
I'm finished. You go into a restaurant.
Yes, I was just saying.
I'd like to order some food, please. The app's there. Well, no, I'd like to order with you. No, we don't do the ordering. You have to order on the app. So I went out with my girls for a catch up. Girly afternoon, few drinks, few cocktails. We're all on our table, not talking to each other. We're all ordering our drinks.
Oh, really?
I'm not joking you. How freaking ridiculous is that? So I went up to the man and I said, look, I don't want to order on the app. I want to talk to somebody and order my drink. Really sorry, we can't do that. Well, why not? Because you have to do it on the app. But I don't want to do it on the app. What if I didn't have a phone? Well, you'd order it with us then. I went, so I can order it with you.
Yeah, so the
So,
90s, they were great.
I ordered it with
the
him.
music, just the, even thing is though,
Everything.
you'd say the fashion, but it's coming back anyway, isn't it? Well, not the Buffalo trainers that you saw us in. They're not back
haven't
yet.
come back yet.
We're still waiting.
They're still retro.
They still fit. Yeah.
Do you know what? ATT, we're going to be OTT.
Why?
Old twin thing.
We went over the top.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I didn't think of that.
So this question's for Martina. Melanie.
Annoying. No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking. His face, he's like that. Melanie is amazing.
Oh, babe.
Do you know what she is? I love her to bits. I love my sister very much. I worry about her loads,
She doesn't have to.
but she is lovely.
Thanks.
Martina,
She's all right.
do you think you would have had the same careers if you weren't twins?
No.
Well, no, because Funhouse were asking
No,
for
because
crazy
not
twins.
necessarily. No, not that. But even before that, we were doing separate jobs. Don't know. There might be some more rivalry if we were doing stuff differently. Because I did Annie, you did Sound of Music, back in the day.
Yeah.
But Funhouse, we were together anyways. But I think if we were doing different jobs initially and didn't go for a job together, do you think I wonder how it would turn out?
No, I suppose we don't know.
I probably would have been a doctor or a surgeon. You would have been a clown.
scraping the barrel.
You would have been a clown or working at McDonald's. Ronald McDonald.
I'd have my 5 stars.
You would.
Do you have any advice to any young girls wanting to enter the TV industry today?
Do anybody?
Yeah.
They don't want to enter it now. They all just want to be bloggers and
Vloggers.
what's
I think if
vloggers?
they do
Oh,
vlogger
video.
for social media, I think go for it regardless. But there's too many people, unfortunately, get ripped off. Even down to silly things like my friends have kids and they all think their kids are beautiful and they want to go into modelling, rah-de-rah-de-rah. But there's so many agencies out there, they'll go, oh, my daughter's doing modelling. I've just paid £300 for this. And I'm like, but why? You know, again, you don't have to do it because we know where.
The good thing is with us, with our kids, we
had-
can direct them into the right place. I know things change, but it's usually
There's still always a rip-off
You can
merchant
tell
around.
if there's a scam or something, can't you?
And there's too many scams about.
But I think if anybody was going to get into the business, definitely, absolutely go for it.
Because there's a lot of talented people out there. Some people that actually aren't on TV.
I
and
would
they probably
prefer
should be.
them to go for it, but I think too many people, kids now, are lazy. They just want to make it big on the phone. That's the way the world's going, and I think that's really sad.
But it's nice when you see child actresses and you think, bloody hell, they're good.
And they're on stage and they're like, I went to see Matilda last year with the kids, and the kids on that were amazing. So it's great for us, because I think if nobody does it, what are we going to go and watch? What are my kids going to go and watch? A show? They're not. Because there won't be any shows, will there? Because people will stop dancing and singing.
But I think they should do it, but they need hopefully proper guide. I mean, you don't necessarily have to go to an agency, but then even that, you get ripped off. The amount of people that say they spent out all this money and they haven't heard anything. But you shouldn't have to if they're...
I mean, you've got kids. Would you send yours into TV or...
My biggest fear is the feedback they get online and stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, my
And
my
being
daughter
resilient
doesn't have
to
a
that.
phone. She's 10. Her friends have phones. She doesn't have one. I don't know when we're gonna let her have one, because that is our fear of
But
social
you say
media
that
bullying.
actually, saying about that. Do you remember one of Mabel's friends? Didn't she get a bit, said it like, because she does modelling.
Yeah. So my daughter does get bullied. She is only 10 in a primary school, and she has been bullied. And she plays at the weekend they play their computers. I let them play they haven't got an iPad, they've got like a tablet. So they play Roblox, or Mabel does anyway. Stanley's listening to the musical of Matilda. He just loves music and in his own little world. But you can message on there, people on there as well. And I watch it all the time, so I know what the message is. And some messages have come through from a certain friend bullying her. So I got on there and said, stop bullying my daughter. And I've even told the parent that this is happening, not happy about it. But it is hard, because you can only fight so many battles. But I think that's probably why we won't give her a phone yet, because I want her to enjoy herself. She's 10. And I think kids grow up too fast these days. They've all got blimmin' phones. They're all on here. And it's just like,
But it hasn't
see what's
affected her,
around
luckily.
you.
It hasn't affected her, has it, Mabel?
No, she's really good. And I think that's because of us saying to her, don't worry about it. It's just, it might be jealousy, it might be that, but just don't fight
Rise to
back.
it, yeah.
Don't fight back. Don't just ignore it. Because I think when they get to a certain age, there's only a certain time you can, when she goes to secondary school,
You can't monitor
brutal,
as much.
I'm not going to be able to.
Oh, God, yeah.
I'm not going to look after her. I can't go up
My
to the
daughter
thing.
was quite lucky because she's always been, she's not a tomboy, but she had a lot of boy friends, didn't she? So she hung around in quite a big group. Yeah, there was a few bitchy comments at school, but nothing really. She did all right, I think.
I think it has got worse though, hasn't it?
Yeah.
With kids growing up. But it is all social media. Yeah. Social media is an absolute
That's why certain
killer.
people turn off comments, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, I've had comments.
Have you?
Stuff, yeah.
Oh, what are they saying?
Yeah.
Babes.
But you don't. You just got to. I think
What did they say?
many moons ago it would
Yeah.
have affected me, right?
Yeah, of course.
But I mean, I was bullied at school, and I retreated into myself.
Yeah.
I kind of, didn't do anything. Then I went to the corporate world. You always wore short shirt and tie. In the last 12 to 18 months, I've tried to come out myself and find myself again.
Amazing though,
Put
you've done
myself
that,
out
yeah.
there. But it does impact you at a young age. So that's my fear for kids of today, that they're going to get these hateful comments, which is so easy for people to do.
Yeah.
It's
But I think,
keyboard warrior,
again,
isn't
like-
it? It's like literally, and they just send, and they don't care.
There's another thing. Going back to when we were growing up, and we were getting even back then getting called slag, slut, whatever. It never affected. I didn't give a shit
No,
about
but
it.
then
to be
it
honest.
was, but then
It's
it
their
was to our
problem.
face, and you don't have to see them again. I mean, I remember being in a nightclub years ago, and I was standing by a dance floor, and there was a broken glass in this girl's bag. So I got my foot and just moved the bag away, doing a nice thing, and this girl literally just came up and said, "You kicking my fucking bag?" Got my glass out my hand and just dropped it in front of me, and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even, literally I just moved her bag.
Away from the glass,
trying
yeah.
to be nice. And I remember going into the toilets, and 3 girls stood in front of the toilet, the main door, and wouldn't let me out. And I was a bit of a scaredy cat, to be fair, because I'd never had a fight. So I was like standing thinking, I'm going to get beaten up. And I didn't say anything. They were like, oh, look at her fucking giving it all this. And I didn't say a word. And in the end, one of them went, oh, fucking let her out. And they just let me out, and I quickly went out. But I just thought, oh my God. And that's
It's
them.
just,
But
yeah.
I think it is worse online now, because it's so much more, because kids don't really go out now. You don't get nightclubs. They don't go there, do they? It's more coffee shops and stuff. Their life is now online. Everything is online. Their friends they talk to, you've got all your TikTok videos.
Saying going back to the day where you used to be having a phone with a lead on it, and you actually got to sit on the little stool next to, like, you remember when you have your home phone and you say your number when you open it, answer it.
My mother-in-law still says her number. And do you know what? I can remember it because she does a little tune with it.
Oh yeah.
I didn't want to say the number. But she always goes, and then I remember the number.
Is there anything else you want to say, to share?
It's been a pleasure meeting you.
Oh, are we cutting it now? Are we done?
No, if you don't want it, if you've got anything else you want to say.
No, I hope you're happy with what we've
I think what's been amazing is that, I think I said it already, is that people look at you and just think you're the Funhouse Twins, right?
Yeah.
But you've got so much that you've done that I don't think people knew about.
Exactly.
No.
People don't know
And
us.
you've now brought this to their attention.
But you have.
Lucky
You have.
boy.
No, but honestly, thank you so much, not just for the memories, but
Thank you.
for being
Thanks.
honest and open and
yeah.
sharing what you
Thank
have done about, family life and the struggles of family life. But no, thank you for
No problem.
coming to
Pleasure.
the Ask Bigger podcast.
Anytime, babes. Just remember, we're so much better than Dave.
Better looking as well.
I can't comment.
Just saying.